your public address announcer, Ed Bishop, and welcome to the beautiful Independence Event Center for another season of Hot Winter Nights. Tonight, the Comets face the Wave for the first time since defeating them in the MISL Semi-Finals last season. Who's ready to do that again? Let's hear you, Comets fans. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe they don't want to play us yet, but here's the names for tonight's MISL opponent, the Milwaukee Wave. Starting goalkeeper, number 1, Marcel Feenstra. Forward, number 6, Judson McKinney. Starting forward, number 7, Luan Oliveira. Defender, number 8, Fabinho Ribeiro. Starting defender, number 12, Pablo da Silva. Starting forward, number 14, Nicolas Pereira. Defender number 14, Tony Walls. Forward number 18, Carlos Munoz. Forward number 20, Marcelo Fontana. Forward number 21, Giuliano Oliveira. Starting midfielder number 23, Victor Quiroz. Starting forward number 26, Ian Bennett. Starting midfielder number 29, JC Banks. And forward number 79, Everton Moreira. The head coach of the Wave is Keith Tozer. They'll be out in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening's MISL opponents, the Milwaukee Wave.
You see, we can turn the some of that. Give me some of that.
The way you do it, you got that something, you got that something.
Give me some of that.
Voila, voila!
From Madrid to Miami, from Miami
To the world! Baby, it's you and me, you see, we can turn the light up. And if you feel the way I feel, we can turn the light
Give me some of that.
Put your hands together for your Galaxy Girls. Sponsored by Best Security, Celsius Tannery, Blair's Foster Socks, and Paul Mitchell, the school. The Galaxy Girls are coached and directed by Charlie Keller. Soccer fans, are you ready to meet your 2013-2014 Comets? Everybody up on your feet, here we go! From Park University, number 5, forward, Ramon Palmer! From Bellevue University, number 8, forward, Milan Ivanovic! From Oakland University, we was the team's leading scorer, forward number 9, Stefan Saint-Louis. Making his return to the Independence Event Center in the Comets, 2011 MISL MVP, midfielder number 10, Jason. From Newman University, number 16, defender Andre Brathwaite. Member of the U.S. National Futsal Team, number 18, midfielder Brian Perez. Former captain of the UMKC men's soccer team and member of the U.S. National Futsal Team, number 19, midfielder John Sosa. 8-year MISL veteran, number 20, defender Stefan Stokic. Let's welcome over from the Syracuse Silver Knights, number 77, forward Alex Mixon. Comets fans, here are tonight's starters. Captain and MISL record holder for most assists in a season, midfielder number 7, Vahid Asadpour. Owner of the MISL record for most points in a single game with 16 points and two-time MISL All-Star, number 14, forward Leo Gibson. From UMKC, the Player of the Year and Ironman for the USL's Pros Harrisburg City Islanders, defender number 15, Cody Andrews. Also from UMKC, defender and current Comets career leader for blocks, number 25, defender Brian Harris. From the NASL's Minnesota United, number 32, midfielder Lucas Rodriguez. And from Washington University, 4-time MISL Player of the Month, 3-time All-MISL selection, 3rd on the MISL's all-time list of saves in the season, starting goalkeeper number 24, Danny Wolfman. Head coach of your Comets is Bratko Andonovsky. His assistant coaches are Goran Gorodzoff and Doug McLaughlin. Goalkeeper coach is Alan Mayer. Comets trainer is Fran Heisinger, and assisting Fran, Sean Demers and Schumann. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your 2013-2014 Missouri Comets! Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the center of the field. The American flag is being presented this evening by the Van Horn High School, JROTC. Please join us in paying respect to our colors as the Van Horn High School Choir sings the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting.
Yesterday.
1-2, check 1-2, and we are live from Independence Event Center. The leaves are falling and soon Thanksgiving will be upon us. It's time to warm up indoors, everybody. Welcome into another year of MISL soccer. Tonight, a capacity crowd as the Missouri Comets host the Milwaukee Wave inside beautiful Independence Event Center. Alongside Jim Schwab, this is Nick Vassos. Jimmy, tonight's game is a rematch of last year's wild semifinal playoff series in which the Comets won, reaching the MISL finals only to lose to Baltimore. It certainly was the best playoff series I have ever seen, and there's got to be in the back of the mind of the Milwaukee players and certainly some of the Comets players who are returning to this team this year.
Yeah, what a great electric playoffs.
I mean, end-to-end action, great goals, comes down to the last few seconds. And
what else? I mean, you couldn't write a better script.
Comets finished last year 13-13 and made it all the way to the MISL finals, losing 2-0 to the eventual champion, the Baltimore Blast. The Comets return their core players this year. They have lost some players. Most notably, Ryan Jung to retirement, Jeff Hughes, Boris Pardo, the backup goalkeeper. More on that position coming up. Cristiano might come back with the Comets. Cristiano might come back with the Comets at some point this year. Perhaps negotiations are going on. Mads Falk is not back. So, but they do have Byron Alvarez, John Sosa, Brian Harris, and Jason is returning to the Comets. You remember Jason, who scored 90 points and set the franchise record a couple years ago.
Well, Nick, if you look at the roster just as a whole, you'd be looking at this thing and saying they have more dynamics now, experience, points, end-to-end action. Jason coming back 100 points for in how many years? So I think it's an addition to their roster. Let's see how they handle it and see how the team unity is.
Milwaukee Wave 21-5 a season ago. They were knocked out in the semifinals by the Comets. This year, there are 7 newcomers to this Milwaukee Wave team. Joe Hamas retired. J.P. Rodriguez, Israel Cisse, Tom Oatley, Josh Reif, gone from a season ago, and they've got 7 new players. But they have Coach Tozer.
I talked to the general on the way in. He's excited about his team. He doesn't know the chemistry yet. He thinks he'll get better mid-season, but he practices, he rehearses, and that's why they call him the general. 36 years of indoor soccer. I think he's up for the task.
36 years of indoor soccer, and as we are underway here at Independence Event Center, the Comets and the Wave, 14:45 left to play in the opening quarter. It's the home opener, first game of the MISL season. It's a capacity crowd here tonight. Coach Keith Tozer back in the Kansas City area. The Comets are now set up with a chance here at the top of the arc. We've got one note we want to mention about Coach tonight. He's coaching with a heavy heart, and we'll explain that coming up. First off, the Comets, John Sosa. Slides it over to the left. Looks like Sosa was trying to slide it on over to Jason. Who got the goal there? I couldn't tell, but the Comets lead 2-0.
Yeah, what a play. They dummied the ball, played it to the left side, and they dummied it. What a set piece drawn up, and the keeper just got a piece of it, but put it up in the roof.
Now Vahid Asadpour looks like gets the goal. We're going to see the replay here coming up. What do you see, Jimmy?
Well, it looks like they set it up, and a nice pass here, and he dummies it, and it goes to Vahid, and he puts it right where it belongs on the goal, and the goalie kind of got caught off guard there.
Vahid Asadpour has taken on a new role with the Comets. He is, in addition to the team captain, he is also the assistant coach. So Vlatko Andonovski, who is now coaching for the Comets, will have an extra person on his staff out on the field. Comets again pressing into Wave territory. Broken up. Who's going to corral it? It looks like Leo Gibson was out there. Correction, that was Palmer. Ramon Palmer, Park University product. He and Robert are back this year for the Comets. Here's the Waves. Fabinho launches it, looking for Oliviero in the corner, and it goes over the boards. It'll go back to the Comets with 14:07 to play.
Great start for Kansas City to get the home crowd into the game with an early goal. And remember, a lot of times last year they didn't get into it early, and the momentum built. So this is a nice start for Kansas City.
Comets get into the area, and the starting keeper for the Wave, Marcel Feenstra, has got it for the Wave. Feenstra was 10-3 a season ago, 9.28 points against average. He played in 13 games. The Wave have a couple of dynamic goalkeepers. Nick Vordberg, who I don't see on the bench, he also had a sparkling 11-2 record. Comets with pressure, and another goal. And the Comets break out on top 4-0. A mistake there in the back.
Mistake, Merry Christmas. You could call it a lot of things, but that's a gift early. And you know, on the road, as a former coach and a player, you do not want to give, as we're talking about Milwaukee, you do not want to give any extra energy to Kansas City, and they just did that.
That's the Comets newcomer, Alex Megson, who gets his first Comets goal. Megson from Gig Harbor, Washington, the same city as Comets keeper Danny Waltman. He gets his first goal as a member of the Comets. Played Chicago last year.
His dad, former All-Star Neil Megson, unbelievable player, very two-way player, probably one of the best all-time defenders in MISL history. So he's got the bloodline. Great goal, though. He tucked it in.
Last year when Megson played for the Chicago Soul, towards the end of the season, Megson had a terrific game here against Independence Event Center. I think he scored something like 3 goals. So the Comets are glad to have him on their side. 4-0, the early score here, and a timeout called by Keith Tozer and the Milwaukee Wave. It'll give us an opportunity to go back and talk about Keith, who's coaching with a heavy heart here tonight. Keith Tozer lost his mother recently, didn't he, Coach?
Yeah, last weekend she passed away in burial services. And, you know, Tozer's a very emotional family guy. He was very touched by that, talked to him on the way in. And this is the first game that he's coached that he hasn't had his mom and dad. Last summer, I believe, Keith's dad died. So it's, you know, it's tough for him to start a new chapter of his life.
He's got a couple of reminders that he's wearing with him tonight.
Oh, yeah, he had the cuff links on today, and he was proud to show us. And we go way back with Toz, traveled, played, coached. I was under his tutelage as a coach, and he's just an amazing human being, good guy. And 36 years, Nick. You were, what, 1 or 2 when he started?
Some 1,500 games. You guys were talking about some games earlier tonight. He's like, wow, I can't believe you guys remember that. He said like 1,500 games. And, by the way, I just learned this tonight. He's only been ejected once in his entire career.
He might have should have been injected a few more times for the respect of the league. And you know we were jawing with the referees back and forth earlier, so it's a lot better to sit up here and talk to him than it was down there.
We got Ryan Sigich and Rich Grady, the officials tonight. Everybody knows each other. And we've got a foul. Oh, it's going to be a penalty. Rich Grady pulls the blue card, and it looks like the Comets. Is it Cody Andrews going to be sent off?
No, I think it's John Sosa on the grab. He, you know what, it was a bad touch by him. Instead of letting him go, he decided to grab him. And Rich Grady is known for that quick blue card. He told me he'd get his quota tonight, so he's off to a good start. And this is some momentum changer, Nick. 4-0 at home opener, great crowd, and all of a sudden they have to kill a penalty. So let's see if they can do that.
So the man-down team for the Comets includes Asadpour Andrews, Stokic, and Brian Harris, back for his 4th season with the Comets. The Waves, Ian Bennett down in the corner. There's Nick Pereira, now front and center. Left side, it comes to Pereira. There's Mauricio Liete, the Waves' leading scorer from a season ago. He's in here for his 2nd season. He's a dynamic player.
Yeah, he looks more comfortable on the ball than he does on his couch. He's a very dynamic player here in the league.
Into the Pereira. He's a big target guy there in the middle. And Brian Harris got tangled up with him, and a foul is called on the Comets. 12:05 left in the first. 4-0 Comets on goals by Asadpour and Megson. Left side, Liete. Liete's got it to Pereira. Down to the corner to Bennett. Bennett fires it on the near post. I think Danny was covered it. Went right off his chest, eventually out of bounds. Off Milwaukee, the Comets will have it.
Nick, nice to be back in the booth with you. I mean, I know the Comets made changes, changing coaches. I'm very excited to be back with my good friend Nick Vassos, and I know you're very busy to fit this in your schedule, so I appreciate it.
Well, it's always fun, and we're just getting into this first quarter, Coach. And Kim Runfed, who directed this team for the last 3 years, is here tonight. Of course, if you've been around indoor soccer at all, you know Kim Runfed, legendary player. He's coached the Wings for years. Took over the Comets in their rebirth here at Independence Event Center and guided them 3 consecutive years to the playoffs. And last year directed them to the MISL Finals. Kim Runfed has made a major contribution and is such a terrific ambassador for the game of indoor soccer. Here's Pereira. Waves still on the power play here. 35 seconds left on the advantage, but now short-handed chance by Harris. Oh, he and Feenstra got tangled up, and a foul called on Harris. That was close to being another blue card. They banged in there pretty hard.
It looked like Brian, and when we look at the replay, it looked like he held up. No malicious intent there.
Ryan Sigich and Rich Grady get together for a quick chat. Milwaukee will have the free kick here right in front of their own yellow line with 11:11 left to play in the first.
With 11:11 left with 4 points against them, he had his chance to get out. Early exit, my friend. Get the ice bags on.
Here's Pereira, turns and fires. Asadpour got a piece of that one. Rebound comes near side to Bennett. Ian Bennett, he's the second leading scorer and another dynamic player for this Wave team. Now Luan Oliveira, left footer, banged out. Cody Andrews, the KC kid clears it away. Now deflected wide by Asadpour. Penalty is over. Both teams back to even strength. Sosa back out on the field. Here's Cody Andrews. Shields away. The defender gets it across the line to Harris. Harris on to Gibson. Comets attacking into the Wave last third. Gibson goes down in a heap, and Oliveira for the Wave control. Over to Mauricio Lete. Comets show a little bit of pressure here, right about the yellow line. 10 minutes to play in the first. 4-0 Comets. Long one into Oliveira, trying to deflect it on the header. Comes off to Sosa. Comets try to counter quickly, but back to Milwaukee it comes. Now a drive from 3. Off the inboards, Danny's got it, throws long. Over the half line, bouncing. And is that the motor of Marcelo Fontana right there? Correction. That's Pablo da Silva on the field.
They look a lot alike, don't they, Greg? They do.
Marcelo Fontana, though, has been in the league a lot longer than Pablo.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying the gait that they run with and the body type, you could tell. Plus, Fontana would go down a little quicker. I was very impressed with the man-down team for the Comets. No, definite chances for Milwaukee. They kept possession of the ball, and that's a nice start, especially when they get a quick penalty.
Those of you that have been here for the last 3 years, you know that Byron Alvarez has been just a scoring machine. 266 points over his last 3 years here with the Comets. He is back this year with the Comets, although not playing tonight for personal reasons. He will be back when the Comets head out on the road to take on the St. Louis Ambush and Daryl Duran back into the league.
Great to see Daryl in the St. Louis, and I hope the fan base of St. Louis will come out and support. A lot of history in St. Louis.
Here's Milwaukee. There was Marcelo Fontana. On back to Feenstra now. The goalkeeper for the Wave. A low one skips across the carpet up to Pereira. Pereira trying to turn one of the newest Comet players. Breakweight. Now there's Waltman on the doorstep that makes the save. Quickly unloads to Gibson. Gibson flying through the air to corral it. It comes off. Who's going to win it? Milwaukee comes away with it. Here comes the Wave on the breakaway. Runs into Brian Harris. Now the Comets get in there, and Braithwaite clears it away. Whistle and a foul called on the Comets. Oh, they're going to let him play on. Quick restart. Harris is there in the corner. Lets it roll into Waltman.
Nick, I like my chances on the 50-50 ball with these two in the back. The defenders are just very big, strong, physical. Vahid on the ball here trying to get something started for Kansas City.
Andre Braithwaite just played his first career shift in the MISL and did pretty good there. On for about a minute, and he's back off. Cody Andrews is there along with Brian Perez, who's back with the Comets. Perez went on kind of an odyssey last year playing for 4 different teams, but he's back on some familiar territory, having played his collegiate career and being a star at UMKC.
He's a very experienced midfielder. Obviously, he traveled the whole league last year. He's well wanted around the league, and it's good to see him back home.
Vlatko Andonovski directing his troops, standing up on top of the bench. Waltman floats it into the corner, and Megson was there on the doorstep and hit it right into the breadbasket of Feenstra.
Very impressive runs by Megson early on. The first time he touches the ball in Kansas City, if he puts it in, and that one was a dangerous situation.
Waltman rides over the back of Everton to fist it away. Now Andrews, crossfield to Sosa. Here comes John Sosa, improving player every year. Right side Asadpour, into the middle, Megson with another chance. Now the ball free in the goal mouth and kicked away by the Wave. Now Asadpour, 4-3, blocked by the Wave. Luan Oliveira, think that Oliveira's got it. Plays it back to his last third. Victor Quiros is there. Forward it comes to Tony Walls. Some of the new names we're seeing here for Milwaukee. Now Ian Bennett on the breakaway. A shot at a goal for Ian Bennett. And an official timeout.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. 6:02 left to play in the opening quarter. Milwaukee has just scored. It's 4-2 Comets over the Wave.
The Trust has been partnered with the Comets for the Citizen Save campaign. Whenever a Comets goalkeeper makes a save or a defender makes a block this season, citizens will donate $5 to charity. The crossings at Berry Road are the official apartments of your Missouri Comets. Before you look any further, you'll want to check out their spectacular location. The crossings is located just off I-29 and Berry Road, full of the best neighbors you can have in Kansas City. Comets fans, let us know what you think about tonight's match. Tweet us your thoughts with hashtag #BeatTheWave. We'll read some of your tweets after the third quarter, and the best one will win a prize courtesy of that board.
What's that? All right, here we go. 6:02. Back inside Independence Event Center. You got any audio?
No. Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go.
There you go. Got it? Got any audio? We're doing an audio check. We're engineering ourselves tonight. Is that better? You got it?
Better.
All right. Jim Schwab, Nick Vasso, 6:02 left to play in the opening quarter. The Comets with a 4-3 lead. Ian Bennett with a three-pointer. They have ruled.
That was close to being a two-pointer, Nick, but Sosa dove in there, and Bennett uses his speed and strength and just buried into the right-hand corner. Just what Milwaukee needed, a momentum buster. They comes out, Bennett wins the ball, and Sosa dives in, and they make him pay.
Here's Waltman into the corner. Ball kicked back towards the Comets half. Comets have only one keeper tonight. In fact, they have only one keeper on the roster. Danny Waltman has been an Iron Man over the last 3 years. I think he's missed just one game, and that was just for rest. He hasn't been hurt. He's logged a lot of minutes. Quickly ahead it comes. Here's a shot and a save made by Waltman. Pereira hit it first time off the bounce. Cody Andrews digs it out of the corner, gets it up to Jason, and Jason knocked down by Pablo da Silva.
That was his first.
That's Pablo's first foul. Across the line, quickly up to Gibson. Leo Gibson had one heck of a year last year. You remember that night in January when Leo Gibson scored 16 points against Rochester? 6 goals and 2 assists.
That sounds like a month's worth of stats, but it was amazing up here. We had the joy to call it, Nick. Whatever he touched went in.
He was scoring 3s and 2s and setting up his teammates. And really, that was about the time when Gibson went on this tear for about 5 games. He scored like 48 to 50 points. Just was ripping it.
And think about it, just a short time ago, he was playing in the back here in Kansas City.
I know. Yeah, I was wondering where Vlatko was going to put Gibson. He played the back last year. Here's Leo.
Hold on, you score 16 points in the game, you can't even spell defense anymore.
Comets with the ball. Danny Waltman's got it. Waltman into the corner.
Yeah, that was probably the easiest decision Vlaco has had since he's become the head coach.
Well, you might be able to give us some insight into Vlatko. Earlier this year, he was the first-year coach of FC Kansas City in the National Professional Women's League. Did very well. Honored as Coach of the Year for that franchise. You've played with him. I think you've coached him before. What do you think about his temperament and how he's doing as a coach?
One, he always prepares. He's always ready, works very diligently, getting the game plan together. And here's another thing. Players on the women's team liked him. The guys like him. They have the discipline. Being a former player, sometimes you get that edge. He does very well. I mean, I think he'll do well. I think he's had a great, he was under Coach Runfed for 3 years. I think that experience seasoned him a little bit. And he's ready for the task. I mean, I don't like to see Kim gone, but I think Vlaco's a good man for the job, and he'll do a good job. And there's a lot of stability and balance with the players here. There's not a lot of wholesale changes, so that helps him as well because there's systems in place. He'll tweak it. He'll put his own name on it, but I think you'll see similarity of style.
How's the Comets' newest player, Andre Braithwaite, with a drive. There's another one and a save made by Feenstra.
Come on, everybody. Let's keep it going.
Comets getting a good looks at the Milwaukee goal. Here's Sosa up top. Left side, Andrews with a big left foot.
Cody Andrews played for a good friend of mine up in Harrisburg, the Islanders, Harrisburg Islander. Billy Betcher played in the league with us in Harrisburg, and now he's been the head coach. I think he's the general manager, runs the show up there. But like I say hello to Billy, but Cody Andrews had a good season up there with him, and Betcher's been a longtime friend, and I'm glad he's doing well up in Harrisburg.
Cody Andrews, he played every game up in Harrisburg this past summer, and of course I think he played nearly every game for the Comets the season before. And let's not forget, Cody Andrews was a thorn in the side of the Milwaukee Wave during the playoff run.
Oh, how about the goal, the shorthanded goal?
Oh.
I mean, you mentioned Milwaukee and Kansas City. Cody Andrews' name's always mentioned, and it's good that he's doing. And you know what? He's playing year round. And anytime you do that in a league, he's a young player, and you can see the confidence that he has tonight. There's games a couple years that he's been a little on the, inexperienced side, and you could see he's a whole different player.
The pride of Mill Valley High School, Cody Andrews. 2:46 left to play in the opening quarter. 4-3, Comets on top of the Milwaukee Wave in a rematch of last year's semifinal series. Quick shot by Oliviero. Giuliano with a shot, comes right back to him, across the field to Liete, and banged out of bounds out by Alex Megson. Oh, and they're going to say that Megson with a controlled drive out of bounds, so they're going to spot it at the top of the arc.
One thing about it, talking to Keith Tozier today, and he told me there's some bulletin board material in the paper that basically if they don't win, the Kansas City doesn't win the championship, it was in the Star today, that they'd be disappointed. Like they're ready for the championship. They have enough talent. And Keith uses all that. I mean, he's done it for so many years, but he's the bulletin board guy. So he enjoyed that, mentioned to me 3 or 4 different times during our brief conversation.
Restart to Milwaukee. Over to Everton. Fanned on it. Pereira gets a touch. Comes off to Asampora of the Comets. Vahid across the line. Coming down the left side. Chased by 2 defenders. Vahid inside. Across the middle. Shot. Goal! Comets! What a play! Asampora to Gibson. And the Comets extend their lead to 3. It's now 6-3.
End to end. You might as well take it out of the back, Nick, and just dribble all the way down the field and get the assist. I was just ready. He looks a lot. I mean, he looks very in shape. I know I see these guys at Soccer Fit and Athlete Fit with Scott Moody working out all the time, but he looks a little quicker, a little sharper, and he went all the way down, sliced and diced, and then laid it off the boards for Leo. Look at this.
Run.
He a little tap off the boards. That's indoor soccer at its finest right there.
Perfect service.
You don't get service like that at the Plaza, do you, Nick? Plaza 3, welcome. No tip needed. He had an after-dinner drink before he shot it in.
12:43 time of the goal. Gibson from Asadpour. And now Asadpour with a goal and an assist tonight. Oh, there's a drive in. Walton with an acrobatic save. Wow. Now Rodriguez chased by Liete. Over on the far boards, a foul is called on Liete. No substitution on fouls. Now the ball's back in play and Liete goes off. Back out on the field for the Comets, Ramon Palmer, joined out there by Jason, John Sosa, and Andre Braithwaite. There he is, number 16. Big size and strength. That guy's like, remember Ibrahim Kante from a season ago?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Kante. Think about it. Up here, he looks big. You see him in person? Oh my goodness. He's a monument out there. And he doesn't mind to mix it up either, does he?
Look at that, from Kingston, Jamaica, playing in his first season. Here's a drive. No. No goal. Ryan Sigich waves it off. What do you see there, Coach?
I don't think he blew the whistle. I think it was a guarantee, and that's what happened. He hit it. But what a shot that was.
Oh, man. That would have tied the game.
The question is, can he do it again?
So he's about 55 feet away from the goal. Right, Sigich marks off the distance. Rich Grady is over at the referee's crease talking to the assistant referees over there. 1:09 is left on the clock here in the first quarter. Now Rich Grady comes into position down in the left wing corner. Foul called on Sosa. Over to Pereira, one-touch drive, blocked by the Comets. Fabinho with a touch. Rodriguez kicks it back down into the Milwaukee side of the field. Comets changing. Got a couple of players coming on, and there's Brian Harris. He gets it up to Robert Palmer. Now up to Milan. Ivanovic, and a goal!
Can you say 5-hole? Close your legs. The 5-hole is open.
Milan Ivanovic gives the Comets a 5-point lead. Ivanovic from Belgrade, Serbia, another Park University product, local. He
takes the touch, and he's setting up and the goalie almost thinks back post, and he leaves the wickets open.
Ivanovic, his first of the year, 8-3. And the Comets off to a great start here in the first quarter. Ryan Harris there in the corner. Still working hard. Harris, one of those players with a big motor. 28 seconds left. Here's the Comets again. 3v1. Finstra off his line to clear it away. Now the counter by Milwaukee. 18 seconds left. Down to the corner. Crossed into the middle. Broken up by Jason of the Comets. On up to Perez. Now Cody Andrews will float one across the line, off the boards. Here's it into the corner. Gibson was there, 1 second, and that should do it. First quarter comes to an end, and the Comets have built a 5-point lead. And now Ryan Sigich is over there talking to Vahid Asadpour, and also had a couple of fresh words for Goran Karadzov, the assistant coach for the Comets, but looks like everything has calmed down. So we'll step aside, take a break here. Second quarter action is straight ahead. Comets 8, Wave 3. You're watching the MISL.
All right, let's go out to midfield to our Director of PR and Marketing, Jeff Husted. Jeff.
All right, Comets fans, are we having any fun yet tonight? Any fun? All right. Well, it's time to play high-low with shocking prices. I'm here with Patty. How you doing tonight, Patty?
It's all right. Hi.
All right, she's doing pretty good. Now, every year, Shocking Prices is great. They help our guys out with furniture and everything they need for their homes here in Kansas City and Independence. Now, Vahid Asapur and Leo Gibson went shopping this week, and they found a beautiful Sealy Posturepedic California King set at Shocking Prices. The suggested retail price of this bed set is $1,300. Now, Shocking Prices, I think, could give you a deal about $475. But tell me, do you think the price is higher or lower than $475? Are you ready to answer?
Lower.
Lower. Are you sure you want to stay with that?
Yes.
All right. The actual Shocking price is $499, so it's just a bit higher, but it's still a great price from Shocking Prices. Now, don't worry, you won't go away empty-handed. We have a great prize for you, 2 tickets to a future Comets game. Thank you very much, Patty.
All right, thank you, Jeff. The Q Hotel is the official hotel of your Comets. Stay where the visiting MISL teams stay when they come to town. Located right in the heart of Westport. For more information, visit theqhotel.com. Soccer Fit Academy, located at the Overland Park Soccer Complex, is the official training partner of your Comets. Scott Moody and his team at Soccer Fit Academy build specially designed programs for soccer players to enhance their fitness and performance. Freebird's World Burrito, with 4 Kansas City area locations, only serves up grass-fed beef, hormone-free chicken, and all-natural, slow-roasted carnitas. Freebird's World Burrito, located in Mission, Westport, Lee Summit, and over.
They look very good. Like, scary good.
And we are back live inside Independence Event Center. Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos, and the Comets leading 8-3. How about that first quarter? Pretty impressive by these Comets players, huh?
Very exciting, very controlled. They had one, they dove in once and they got punished for it, but a lot of chances and a lot of speed all over the field. And everybody's comfortable on the ball.
Here's Feenstra. Into the middle to Oliveira. Near side, Quiros. Quiros down the corner to Pereira on the doorstep, and he banged it high. Off it comes to Oliveira. Marked by Asadpour of the Comets. Oliveira with a move to his left. Steps on it, back to the right, slides it into the middle. Sosa of the Comets there, boots it across the line.
I don't mind to see that from Sosa because then they can get reorganized. Before, they'd sometimes try to force things and force it out of the back and cause, easy goals for the opponent. I like to see that.
John Sosa really got involved last year. He seems to me like a player who's made progress every single year that he's played.
Well, if you look at it, Nick, he's a lot more, he's fit. He's a lot more fit from each year, and it looks like everybody's got a little hop in their step.
There's a foul on Asadpour. That looked like one of those professional fouls you used to tell me about.
Oh, you have to. If the guy's going to go by you, just got to give him a courtesy nudge into the boards.
Fouls number 7, Vahid Asapur's first.
That's Asadpour's first.
That's not a choice, Nick. That's expected there. You know it's going to happen.
By the way, that other voice you're hearing is Ed Bishop, Comets public address announcer. Front and center, Pablo da Silva.
Stokic with a log roll.
Stokic went down on the log roll. And the Comets
Blue Springs Chiropractic Health Center is the official chiropractor.
and Wave will make wholesale changes.
When Stokic came out like that, he takes the low, keeper takes the high, so he goes the log roll low, and then if the ball goes up, Danny Waltman has it. So it's a planned, defensive move. He goes low, Danny Waltman has high. So luckily you're not, you're hopefully you don't get a deflection there, but a good defensive play by Kansas City.
Here's Marcel Feenstra. For the Wave, Little uneasy here in the back, trying to get it out. Here's Fabinho. That one finally recovered to get it across the line. Down to the corner it goes to Oliviero. And picked up there by the Wave, and a whistle and a foul called against Alex Megson.
St. Louis with his first shift tonight. And speaking of covering a lot of ground quickly, he does it probably better than anybody in the league.
St. Louis, when he joined the Comets last year, you'll remember, Jim, he really came on strong and was an immediate contributor, and then went down for an injury and was lost for the season.
Well, it's nice to see him back. It looks like he has a brace on, but it looks like he's recovered. And anytime you come back from, I think he had an ACL injury, a knee injury, it's tough to come back.
There he is, number 9, Stefan St. Louis. He's a collegiate star at Oakland University in Michigan. Played in the Summit League. There's a restart goal by the Wave. It's now 8-5. Luan Oliveira there on the restart.
Was it Oliveira or was it Liete?
Well, they both have 7s. Luan's got 1, Liete's got 2. And I don't have the greatest vision in the world, so it's certainly possible.
Milwaukee goal.
Here it is.
Oliveira.
2:01 in
You're
the
right.
second quarter. Goes to number 7, Luan Oliveira. With the
I
assist,
never
number
should
79,
question
Everton
you. I
Herrera.
apologize.
Number 7, Luan Oliveira. From number 79, Everton Herrera. 2 points.
Nick, you want to
2:01
limit your
in the second
restarts
quarter.
against Milwaukee because they rehearse some, probably more than any team in the league. And they just punished the Comets there.
Long way to go in this one. The opening game of the 2013-14 MISL season. Comets get it in deep. Wave trying to clear it. Harris holds it in. Brian down to Gibson. Leo facing the defender and Victor Quiros. Gibson combs it away. Now heels it back for Rodriguez. Now everybody will go for it.
Drop ball.
And they'll drop it. Like a face-off.
We haven't seen that much. A drop ball in indoor soccer.
Here's Cody Andrews. Well, his touch let him down just a little bit, but he was able to advance it to Asadpour. Now Harris with a drive. That one blocked, almost out of bounds. Nope, it's going to stay in play. Cody Andrews banging out there with Oliviero. All the way back to Danny Waldman, who has got his first touch on the ball in a while. 11:42 to play. Now Gibson in the corner. Gibson stiff arms the defender away, leaves it back for Rodriguez and nearly deflected in off Asadpour.
Deflection just missed to the left post.
Rodriguez still trying to stuff it back down into the corner. Here's Asadpour with some help. Gibson over there as well. Tony Walls is there for the Wave. Along the boards with Quiros. Now Ian Bennett comes over. Everybody digging away on the boards. Pops out to Bennett.
There's more hands on body than a prom night, Nick. It was all physical in the corner. Everybody was grabbing everybody. Is that okay to say at YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I was going to say, wow, it brought back some memories.
We have great latitude. We also have some standards, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not.
We'll keep it PG. Sorry.
Family Channel. Pereira with a pirouette on the half line. The Comets come up with it. Here's Asadpour. Gibson looking for Perez and kicked away by the Wave. Oh, we got a player shaking up on the field, and Stefan Stokic is holding his left knee. Stefan Stokic returning this season from a knee injury a season ago. And do you remember, was it his right or left knee from last year?
I'm speculating, Nick, I don't know. I just know the way he's holding it. It's good that he's getting up on his own power, but
well, that's good. He's walking off. Fran Heisinger, the head trainer for the Comets.
Back up on
helping
his feet,
Stefan
walking off, number
Stokic.
20, Stefan Stokic.
He's made a few run in his days out on the field, hasn't he, Franny?
I think this is that's got to be getting close to his 20th year. And
Yeah.
we chatted with Larry Sales, the head trainer for the Milwaukee Wave. This is his 30th season and the Wave's 30th. Isn't that incredible? Milwaukee Wave celebrating their 30th year in professional indoor soccer. 10.5 to play in the first half. Comets with a 3-point lead, 8-5. Wave wearing white. Comets home blue, trimmed in white and red. Liete into the right wing corner. Pablo da Silva is there, bouncing on the carpet. Sosa gets it, lifts it into the air. Braithwaite is there, puts one of those tree trunks in the air, trying to whack it across the line, and he gets it up to Jason. Jason, a quick pass to Leo. Leo trying to center it, surrounded by white jerseys. Ryan Sigurd says play on.
The Russian judge gave Leo like a 7 on that dive. I love Leo, but that is a flip-flop.
I love your honesty,
Oh,
Tommy.
my goodness. Get your Speedo on and get off the board, my friend.
Indoor soccer is a fast, exciting game, and sometimes shots get sent into the crowds, just like that one. Please be alert so you can stay safe with the ball.
Got a free kick coming up to the Milwaukee Wave. They're trailing by 3. The Wave has actually outshot the Comets 9-8 so far in this game.
Another dangerous restart. They're looking to set up something, little distraction.
Here's the Ate. Oh, Pablo dummies it. Now Luan Oliveira with a drive, and he sends that up to section 112.
Goalkeeper distribution for the Comets. Comets fans, let us know what you're thinking about tonight's match. Tweet us your thoughts with hashtag #BeatTheWave. We'll read some of your tweets after the third quarter, and the best one will win a prize courtesy of Matt Ward.
If you're out there watching us on YouTube, send us a tweet at MISL Comets. At MISL Comets.
So we can interact with the fans now?
Yes. Tell us what you're seeing. What do you want to see? What do you want to hear? What do you want to know?
Or what memories we have shared.
We're just getting warmed up. It's the first game of the season.
The question is, everybody I talk to, are we going to see Gundam
I
style?
don't know if we're going to see it.
You look healthy, fitter. I mean, I think it has to happen. Hey, Jeff, are we going to see Gundam style tonight?
I don't know.
Gundam style? He's ready.
Hey, now, what do you mean?
I saw him stretching. I saw him stretching earlier.
You acting as my agent right now?
Oh, yeah. Somebody has to.
Lord knows I could use one. Here's Fabinho with a drive, ranging to his right. Waltman makes the save. Quiros holds it in. Quiros for 3, and that one, I think, went off his own player and out of bounds.
Danny Walkman looks quick. He's made 4 or 5 amazing saves, dives. That one is a tough save to get down to the turf and made it look easy.
Danny Waltman, a fan favorite. He's one of those guys. He's a likable guy when you're around him. Comets and Wave here battling for the first of several encounters this season. Comets, all-time record between these two teams. The Wave on top 10-5. But the Comets have won 4 of the last 7, including 2 in the playoffs in the semifinals last year.
Nick, looks like Stefan's back on, so that's nice to see that it was just a little tweak in his knee.
Good to see that. Stokic back out there wearing 20. 7:39 left to play. Oliveira across the line, down to the corner, now back to Luan. Left for a teammate, now swinging front and center it comes to Tony Walls. Down to the corner to Everton. Back up to Walls, banged in there, cleared away by the Comets. Now Liete In the middle, turn, fire, save! Made by Waltman. That one off the foot of Everton.
Nick, last 3 or 4 minutes, Milwaukee has taken possession and taken control of this game, and Kansas City has to give them some offensive rhythm.
Here's Asanpour, the Toronto native, playing in his 4th season with the Missouri Comets. Now up to Gibson with a drive and a save made by Feenstra. Sosa tracks it down for the Comets. 6.5 to play in the first half. Outlet to Jason. Jason fires one on the volley and it goes over the glass. And a timeout on the field. Timeout, 6:24 left to play in the first half. Comets 8, Wave 5. You're watching the MISL.
Dr. Neil Kelly, DDS.
Patients convenient, comprehensive dental care. A highly trained and skilled dentist. He is the official dentist of the Comets. Give Dr. Kelly a call at 816-942-8555.
Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're wonderful, flawless, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Ooh, oh girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You know you can make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Oh, oh. Pretty girl, pretty.
Here we go, baby.
Welcome back. Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos, live at Independence Event Center amongst a capacity crowd here. The Comets with an 8-5 lead over the Milwaukee Wave. Your prom night comment has gotten lots of reaction on Twitter tonight, Coach. Keep 'em
It did
coming.
on prom night as well. Thank goodness there wasn't Twitter back then.
No kidding.
Oh, man. We'd still be serving time.
Easy with the selfies. Coming up on 6 minutes to play in the first half. Pablo da Silva. That one over to Carlos Munoz. Munoz tripped up by the Comets.
Number 15, Cody Andrews.
And Ryan Sigich says, over here, please. Ryan Sigich is the director of officiating for the Major Indoor Soccer League, and Rich Grady, who is also the referee. Both have lots of experience. And a shaken up Comets player on the field. Here comes Fran Heisinger out.
I think that's Palmer, Nick. He got hit in the head, and it looked like him caught him off guard, so
He might have been.
he was a little woozy.
Injured player for the Comets, number 5, Ramon Palmer.
So much discussion of concussions in sports. I mean, the MISL certainly is not immune to concussions, are they?
No, I mean, when you see the ball, I mean, that ball is probably traveling 30, 40 miles per hour, but a hard-hit ball is going 80, 90 miles per hour, Nick. Some of these guys, they catch it in the thigh or they catch it wherever you see the imprint of the ball for maybe 2 days. So the ball is moving, and then if you get hit it the wrong way, I mean, like here, he wasn't expecting it, so it jars you like a traffic accident.
He's walking off. He's under his own power.
But he's wobble. He looks like a little weeble.
Yeah.
Looked like you and me in Montreal that night.
We won, didn't we?
No, I was talking about the weeble walking off.
I said we won, didn't we?
If you call it that.
I think we went out that night, yeah. Under 6 to play. What was that place called, by the way?
L'Action.
L'Action, that's right. Fabinho. Right side, De Silva. That's a Molson Center we played out back in the day when the late Impact had a team in Montreal. Here's Fontana. He's the team captain for the Wave. Long-time veteran.
He's still running good, Nick. He's got the. I'd like to be drinking what he's drinking. He just looks. Every year he looks fit.
I tell you, last year before he went down with an injury, I thought he was one of the best players in the league. Motor was constantly running, was involved in just about everything on the field.
Yeah, both offensively, he was one of the better two-way players in the league.
Here's Oliveira, fakes a shot, right-footed, and Waltman able to lift that one up and over the glass. Danny is feeling it tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing well, making some good save. Nick, right now Kansas City's just Milwaukee's taking it to him, and I said it before. There's no flow in the offense, and Milwaukee just keeps. Kansas City's tucked in their zone a little bit. They got to be careful here.
Here's Liete with a drive. That one just wide. Oliveira gets it. Cody Andrews with a touch. Ahead to Ivanovic. Ivanovic down the near side. Runs right into a Wave defender. That one was Judson McKinney. Now Nicholas Pereira. Left back for Liete. Liete across the line. Liete into the middle. Back to Liete. And it nearly went in. Oh my God, how did Danny keep that one out?
Did he save that with his second arm or third? He's just been all over the place.
He had an arm and a leg, and I don't know if he got it with the arm or the leg. Here's Everton. Front and center. McKinney, excuse me. Milwaukee's got 7 newcomers this year on their side. Right side, played over to Tony Walls. Now Judson McKinney with a left-footed drive. Milwaukee's going to get it on the far touchline. Referee wants to do it again. There's Victor Quiros, last 2 years played in Wichita, first year with the Wave. 3:36 left to play in the first half. Gibson off with the rebound. Plays it towards the Milwaukee side. Comets will go for changes. Stokage comes off. Braithwaite comes on. Now Asenpour forward to Gibson. Turns and fires. Ding dong off the crossbar.
It took us 2 quarters to hear the ding dong. A little bar music, a G6 on the jukebox.
Foul
I know
called on
the
Milwaukee.
younger crowd at home was like, what's the jukebox? If it doesn't have an I in it, it doesn't play music.
Stephen San Luis away from the goal to Danny Waltman. Waltman near side to Braithwaite, newcomer to the Comets this year. Into the corner it goes to Jason. Jason back with the Comets after playing 2 years and an MVP season 2 years ago. Lucas Rodriguez has gone down.
Milwaukee foul.
And a foul called on Milwaukee.
Tony Walls is first.
I didn't see what happened, Nick. Did he get hit here?
I don't know. I didn't see it. Maybe the replay's coming up here and we can see. No. So the Comets are going to get basically a restart here from near the penalty kick designation. And the Comets will call timeout.
Their first charge timeout of the half.
Coach. Want me to bring Rock on?
All right, fans, we're getting ready to do a fan cam. Look up at Comets Vision. Who wants to be on fan cam?
All right.
Let's go.
Can we use the mic or no?
2:46 left to play in the first half. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Comets former coach Kim Renfed is here at the game tonight. And I think we're going to spend a little bit of time with him here in just 1 second. Maybe you want to interview Kim.
Yeah, I will.
So as soon as the clock strikes 0, Jim Schwab and Kim Runfed will be on the broadcast here in 1 second. We'll hear from the former Comet coach, legendary player, the Rocket. See what he's been up to. Hi, Rocket.
Last weekend, his son was he had his wedding, and it was very entertaining to say the least. And his speech was second to none.
I heard Schwabe injured his knee somehow. we'll have Jim Ruffin.
Hey, dangerous restart here, Greek. Watch for something. Watch the spin over the top here. Watch Jason to Vahid.
Oh, Jason fires it in there, and it was blocked away by the Wave. Judson McKinney was there. He turned his back to it, but he kept it up from crossing the line. On the field for the Comets, John Sosa, Lucas Rodriguez, Jason, Cody Andrews, and Leo Gibson. Danny Waltman, the keeper. Not a real good kick. Everton comes up with it for the Wave. He's double teamed on the boards. Comets trying to win it back. The Comets do get it. Here's Jason off the boards. Out in front and loose. Oh, and Lucas cannot put a boot on it. Andrews saves it for the Comets. On back to Sosa. 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Rodriguez. Lucas Rodriguez from Buenos Aires, Argentina, moved to Lenexa, Kansas at the age of 11. And this is his third season with the Comets, starting his third. Crossed the line to Jason. Jason stepped over Liete, wins it for the Wave. Here's Liete in space. Holds up, wait for some of his mates. Liete into the box. Deflected by Sosa. Rebound kick, Everton saved, made by Waltman. Quick outlet to Leo. Here's Leo off the wall. And a penalty's coming up against Feenstra. Marcel Feenstra tripped up Gibson, who went above his head off the glass to reposition himself. What an athletic play by Leo Gibson. Feenstra called for the penalty.
First of all, great throw by Danny Waltman in the out. Milwaukee's defender bit on it, went over the top of him, and Leo did his magic. And there was a semi-assault charge by the keeper. He had no doubt but to defend himself. Before the shootout, we got a special guest in the booth, the legend, indoor legend, my good friend, one of my best friends, and we'll talk to Kim Runfed, former coach of the Comets, and built the foundation for this organization. We'll get his thoughts after a minute, after Jason hopefully tucks one away.
Shootout here. Jason, once he touches the ball, everybody behind him who's behind the half line will rush forward. Feenstra, whistle blows. Jason with a drive gets it back. Another shot, no good. Feenstra turns aside Jason. And the score remains 8-5. Now the Comets on the power play. Milwaukee's a man down. On penalties against keepers, the coach gets to choose which player will serve the penalty. Now Gibson down to the corner to Sosa. Sosa into the middle to Jason, trying to redirect it, but it's off target. Man advantage to the Comets on the power play for the first time tonight. 38 seconds left. There's Asadpour. Over to Rodriguez. He fires one in there. Deflected away and cleared by the Wave.
Nick McKinney's had come up with two huge blocks right in front of the goal. One with his derriere and the other one with a foot block. Very nice defensive play.
Jason into the middle. Kicked away and out of bounds. Comets will have it on the touchline. No timeout, 15 seconds left. Down to Sosa, back to Lucas. Rolled through the box. 10 seconds left. And a foul is called on Jason. 6.5 to play, and that probably will do it. De Silva up to Bennett. 3 seconds left. They'll just let the clock run out. That is the end of the first half, and the Comets with an 8-5 lead over the Milwaukee Wave. Now is time to talk to one of our
The few who had made it onto lifeboats were spotted.
Hey! What are you guys doing out here? This field is off limits!
I got this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I am up in space. You're so damn hard to please. We gotta kill this switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s chick. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care.
Put your hands together for your Galaxy Girls. Sponsored by Best Security, Celsius Tannery, Blair's Foster Socks, and Paul Mitchell, The School. The Galaxy Girls are coached and directed by Charlie Geller.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are we having any fun yet? All right, we have long known that KC is Soccer City, USA, and the Comets are off to a pretty good start here tonight. And this summer, our sister team, FC Kansas City, rose to the top of the table and won every single individual award from the National Women's Soccer League. Now, our soccer brothers at Sporting Kansas City are only a victory away from culminating their amazing 2013 season with an MLS Championship game appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the players and staff from Sporting Kansas City as we wish them luck on their quest for the MLS Cup. Joining us tonight, our strength and conditioning coach, Mateus Manuel, Jimmy Madronda, Dom Dwyer, and CJ Sapong. Ladies and gentlemen, Sporting Kansas City, let's wish them good luck next weekend.
Side, winner of Harvester's Swing? Steve does. We announce.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Harvesters Fling for Food. Calvin's driving around the field with his basket. Put those biscuits in the basket. The first person to land the ball inside and have it stay in the basket wins $100. Let's go! Look at all those Harvesters balls. I see at least one already in there. Somebody's going to get at least a share of $100. It is raining hard on Calvin. Keep tossing them out. We got a couple more passes left. All right, Calvin, one more lap around. You got anything left? Empty your pockets. Let's go. Oh, that one rimmed in and out. All right, Calvin. Come down around there and then come back up here by me because I want to see who we have. Or run into the inboards. All right, we'll get the numbers here in just a second. All right, the winning number for $100 in cash tonight, 10244. 10244. Mr. Brock has the winning Fling for Food ball right here. You are the winner of $100 cash. Congratulations. And it's the winner, 10244. Head on back to the Harvesters table to collect your prize. 10244. Head to the Harvesters table to collect your cash prize.
They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. I say y'all having a good time out there. Que nobody la fiesta, don't stop the party. Que nobody la fiesta, don't stop the party. I'm from the city where they stretch, yeah, they slinky. And now I'm doing shows in Helsinki. I know what y'all thinking that you can outthink me, but you can't, frankly. I'm out for the Benjis, Frankies, you know. Just cause you ain't me, don't hate me. As a matter of fact, you should thank me, even if you don't, you're welcome, Yankees. Zigga, 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 zow. Who got the keys to the world now? Yours truly, blah, 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 blah. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. I say y'all having a good time out there. Que nobody la fiesta, don't stop the party. Que nobody la fiesta,
I'ma give it to you. Now give it to me. I'ma give it to you.
All right, we want to welcome and say thank you to all of our groups in attendance tonight. First of all, thank you to all the award winners for tonight's Heartland Awards ceremony. Raytown Under 11 Girls Blue Angels. Raytown Under 9 Girls RSC Warriors. LSSA Under 8 Boys Ignite. LSSA Under 7 Boys Jedis. Bayern Munich Under 14 Girls Blitz. Bayern Munich Under 12 Boys Comets. Bayern Munich Under 8 Boys. Under 8, Under 9 KC Comets Bombers. The Orange Crush Soccer Club. Unified FC Soccer Club. Providence Baptist Church. Students, staff, and parents from Van Horn High School. Independence Missouri Cadets and sponsoring partners of Army JROTC at Van Horn High School. The Falcon Battalion Cadets and staff from Wentworth Military Academy and Junior College, Lexington, Missouri. Employees of ATK and Lake City Arsenal here in Independence. We'd like to welcome the Girl Scouts, including Troop 3252, Troop 1023, Troop 2006, Troop 438, Troop 716, Troop 3643, Troop 4129, Troop 1295, and Troop 1311. Also, a big welcome to members of Comets Nation, Labara KC, and Missouri Comets supporters in Section 120. And now, happy birthdays tonight to Olivia McCoyle, Audrey Likens. A happy 65th birthday to Glenn Maxwell, Ben Rouse, Madeline Monaco, Jenna Cry, Scott McCoy, Drake Thomas, Connor Williams, Gabby Brewer, and Sammy Talavara. If you'd like to bring your group, please give us a call at 855-4KC-GOAL for more information. Tonight's music is brought to you by Darren with Kansas City DJ. If you're planning a wedding reception, corporate event, or party, call 816-519-5555 or visit kansascitydj.net.
Right. Like there's no tomorrow, that's just right now, 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 now. Gonna set the roof on fire, gonna burn this mother down, 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 down. Hands up, when the music drops, we both put our hands up. Put your hands on my body, swear I've seen you before. I think I remember those eyes, 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 eyes. 'Cause baby, tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again. Yeah, baby, tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again, again. So dance, dance like it's the last night of your life. Life won't get you right. 'Cause baby, tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again.
Don't lie. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Get it, baby, hope you catch that like T.O. That's how we roll. My life is a movie and you just TiVo. Mommy got me twisted like a dreadlock. She don't wrestle, but I got her in a headlock. Never do make a bedrock. Mommy on fire. So
let's welcome back onto the field your Missouri Comets. Blue Springs Chiropractic Health Center is the official chiropractors of the Comets. Dr. Pat Goldsworthy and Dr. S.
For information, visit their website at bluesprings.com or call 816-229-1941 today. Blue Springs Chiropractic Healthcare. We're always glad to see you're back.
And we We are back live inside Independence Event Center. Jim Schwab and Nick Vassos. The Comets lead the Wave 8-5, and when the third quarter gets underway, the Comets will be on the power play for the next 43 seconds. First half scoring, Asadpour with a goal and an assist. Leo Gibson with a goal and an assist. Alex Megson, newcomer for the Comets, had a goal. And Milan Ivanovic had one. That gives the Comets 8 points. And the Wave had a three-pointer by Ian Bennett and another goal by Oliveira. And Liete hooking up at 2:01 of the second quarter. So 8-5 is where we stand right now. And what do you think of the first half, Coach?
Well, I think they got off to a great start, scoring 4 quick points. And then they kind of settled in a little bit, Nick. I'm very impressed. They look sharp. They look quick. Everybody's in control of the ball, and nobody's afraid of the ball. So in saying that, I think I would be in favor of them opening it up a little bit more. Milwaukee on the road, they have to be happy with an 8-5.
Unbelievable.
They have to be happy. And speaking of happy,
we're trying to talk to Kim, and for technical reasons, we were unable to talk to him. Kim Brunfed, coaching change this year. Vlatko Andonovsky, who assisted Kim for the first 3 years, now takes over the reins for the Comets. Kim Brunfed here tonight. And he's here tonight for those players that are on the field. He's here tonight because of the game. He loves both of them, and he has a tremendous amount of affection for Vlatko. He wants to see Vlatko, these players, and the game succeed. And I spent some time with him at halftime, and I can't tell you, and I told him this, I just can't tell you how much class Kim Brunfed has as a person, as coach. I just am so impressed with him in the way that it's got to be difficult for him to be here tonight, but he's handled it with class, enjoying himself, and we just wish him the very best. Life goes on.
yeah, you got to. What are you going to do? You can't. He's been very successful, and this is the nature of the business, and he's been part of it for a long, long time. And he brought a lot of these guys here, and he went down to practice the other day and sent a message to, you know what, hey, you guys keep representing, and these guys respect him. The organization respects him. It's sad that what happened, but you know what? Like he says, life goes on, and it is about the game. It's not about him. It's about the game, and he's showing that tonight.
Let's see what happens here in the second half. Now, in the first quarter, we saw a flowing game where the Comets, it was back and forth both ends of the field. Later on in the second quarter, it looks like Milwaukee sort of packed it in a little bit and invited Danny Waltman to come out and maybe change the way the Comets played a little bit. And that gave Milwaukee several chances in the second quarter. While they were unable to take the lead, their offense seemed to be picking it up there in the second quarter.
They had a lot of chances. They had a nice restart goal, but they had the flow of the game, and I think that's what they're trying to do, is try to interrupt the flow of Kansas City. They got off to a quick start. Milwaukee countered, and that's the name of the game, and that's the experience that Coach Tozier has and the Milwaukee players as well.
Again, Coach Keith Tozier, he's coached about 1,500 games. He's been here thousands of times before and knows patience will go a long way. It's a close game, 8-5 right now. Comets in the lead, both teams at even strength. And a free kick coming up to Milwaukee. There's McKinney to the far side. Oliviero tried to redirect it in, and a good block by Cody Andrews. Off it comes to Jason. Jason advanced it forward to Rodriguez, and played it back to Brian Harris in the center circle.
Cody Andrews is very impressive this afternoon. Should say this evening. He's played well offensively, defensively. He's had some key blocks, and it's nice to see him mature as a player.
Boy, what a good steal by Jason. Wins it, gets it up to Gibson. Bounced off of Gibson and quickly back the other way. Crossed over to the right wing corner. Played away from the goal to Pereira of the Wave. Now to the center circle. Comes over to near side to Tony Walls. Believe he's a rookie. Now Fabinho to Pereira. Pereira turns, fires, blocked by Harris. Harris winds it around the boards. He gets a piece of the referee, Rich Grady. Now front and center, Fabinho. 12.5 to play in the third. Comets a 3-point lead, stolen by Gibson. Leo's got some space on the left side. Into the middle it comes. Fires! It scores! Leo Gibson with a laser. And the Comets extend their lead. It's now 10-5.
We'll have to take a look here, Nick. I think he had a toe poke up in the top corner. Where your Uncle Ricky used to put the scotch bottle. Oh my goodness, that went in quick. That was a laser beam up in the top corner.
Here's the replay, Coach.
Look at this. Somebody forgot to tell the forward that Leo was a defender. Oh, toe poke for three. It was a toe poke.
It was a toe poke for a three. That's his second of the night.
Remember the 16-point game? He's got 5 already.
A three-quarter up the steal at 2:45.
The folks on YouTube enjoyed that one.
Oh my. 26 goals, 12 assists, 41 blocks a season ago for Gibson. Comets back on the attack again. Jason bangs it off of Pablo of the Wave, and out of bounds it goes. Comets will have it near the left wing corner. Go ahead.
Sorry, but Jason just looks so calmer. You know, he used to be a disturber. In Wichita, everything surrounded around him. He just looks like he's more comfortable tonight. Not overextending himself, not trying to do too much, and not trying to cause too much disturbance, but he's part of the team. It's kind of nice to watch, Nick.
Boy, when he went to Wichita, so much was expected of him, having come off that 90-point season. Comets roll it into the middle. And sometimes with all that pressure and expectations on you, you tend to force things. There's Jason.
If you look at Jason tonight, if you ever said defensively, he's had 4 or 5 strong tackles. Usually, he's on the offensive side. So seeing that, he's buying in coach's system. He's playing both ways. He's not trying to make himself the most important person, and that's going to be the key to the Comets. Everybody buying in, all 5 players and the keeper playing as one. So it's nice to watch that Jason's made a nice transition back here.
6-point lead by the Comets. Here come the Wave. Marcelo Fontana stiff arms away Asadpour down to the corner, but Asadpour back up with it, and here come the Comets. Asadpour forward to Perez. Perez far post, and at the last moment, a good save there by the Wave defender. I think that might have been Quiros, Victor Quiros, which has demonstrated to be a good defensive player, playing last 2 seasons in Wichita. Andrews, Sosa, Alex Megson, Asadpour, and Gibson are on the field for the Comets. Danny Waldman with the ball in goal for Missouri. Now Asadpour goes off, Jason comes on. For Milwaukee, it's Mauricio Leite, Marcelo Fontana, Victor Quiros. Judd McKinney is out there. And Giuliano Oliveira with Marcel Feenstra in goal. Coming up on 10 minutes to play. Here's Quiros. Across the line with a pass. Up to the Pereira, and then all the way back to Feenstra. Right up Main Street. Andrews off to Jason. Back to Sosa. Cody Andrews will step off, and Stefan Stokic comes on. Down to the corner to Gibson. Leo Gibson back to Sosa. Sosa over to Megson with a drive. Save made by Feenstra. Now Sosa moves to his left. Luan Oliveira knocked it away. Correction, that was Leite. Stokic gets it back. Stokic with a drive off the near boards, no good. Comets fighting hard for the ball. Now Jason fakes the shot, fires another one, blocked out of bounds. Comets will get it on the near touchline with 9:10 left to play in the third. Into the middle to Gibson. Touched by McKinney. Walls is there for the Wave. Walls able to turn away from Rodriguez. Here comes the Wave. Walls across the line. Walls for three, just above the woodwork. Loose ball in the corner. Nick Pereira is there. Now Banks with a touch on it. Pereira still there, out wide, shot, save made by Waltman. And that one will result in a top of the arc opportunity here for the Wave.
Comets got caught on the counterattack, and they were down 3v2. Milwaukee had some good chances, great save, and another clear by Lee. I think it was Leo off the line.
Asapour comes back on. Viete over to Luan Oliveira with a drive. Trying to bang it in there is, now Stokic. And Carlos Munoz get tangled up. Munoz goes down, and Ryan Sigic and Rich Grady separate the teams.
The only thing Munoz will do is get hit because he hit the water too far, too hard on his dive. Oh my goodness, that was a flop. He was a belly flop, but Nick, come on. And I'll tell you what, they're both going to go.
Time of penalties will be 6:30 of the third quarter.
He's telling me he didn't do anything, but who says acting doesn't get you in trouble?
All right, so matching penalties against the Wave and the Comets. Stokic going to be sent off for the Comets. That's him right there, you see in your picture. And also Carlos Munoz.
At 6:30 in the third quarter, 2 minutes for elbowing to number 18, Carlos Munoz. Missouri penalty to number 20.
Nick, again this year, another great crowd. The fans are into it. It's opening night, but it's got some electricity in here
for sure. Capacity crowd here tonight. Home opener. Now both teams are going to play 4-on-4 out there with matching penalties, so there'll be plenty of space for everyone to operate. Just under 8.5 to play in the third. Comets lead by 6. 4v4. And another penalty is coming up for boarding. This one's going to go against Asapour. So Vahid will be sent off, and it'll be a 3v4 advantage to Milwaukee.
I was just telling about the discipline, and all of a sudden there's more guys in the penalty box than on the bench. Being up 11-5 at home opener. The flow of the game was going to Kansas City in the second half, and now it's, 4v3?
Yeah.
6:49. Milwaukee will have a 4-on-3 power play advantage for a minute.
Gibson, Harris, and Andrews. The Comets' best defenders out there on the floor. Here's the 8-10. Left side Pereira, down to the corner to Bennett. Bennett tried to sweep it in. Dances on the top of the glass and comes down to Gibson. Leo's got it. Some good footwork to avoid Bennett and kicks it across the line, and it goes into the Wave bench. Clock stops at 7:54. There is 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the penalties to Stokic and Munoz. 1:37 left on the penalty to Asapour, the Comets. 4v3, the advantage to Milwaukee. Big opportunity here for the Wave. Luan Oliveira with a drive and a power play goal. And the Wave edge closer. They're now down by 4.
Tough to defend that 4v3 to Milwaukee's very experienced players. They spread them out. And they got a 2-pointer there.
That's Oliveira's second goal of the night. There's the right footer and headed into the side netting. It's now 11-7 and far from over. So Stokic comes back on and will head to the bench. The Comets will now have 4 players on the field, and so too will Milwaukee for the next 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Power play goal at 7:23. Number 7, Oliveira, or number 77, Leite, 2 points on the power play at 7:23.
So this will be interesting here. The Comets and the Wave will play 4-on-4 for the next 4 minutes, and then they'll have about 19 seconds in which the Comets will go back down a man, because Milwaukee will have 5 players and the Comets will still have 4. Asadpour still in the box for the Comets. Here's Jason. Leaves it back for Rodriguez. Back to Jason. Moves into the middle of the field, avoids a couple of players, and then goes down. And hopefully Jason's going to get up, shaking up just a bit, but it's going to be all right. Here's a replay.
Yeah, he comes across here. You love Jason running at people. Milwaukee does a good job team defense, and I'm glad he didn't get hurt in that play. Anytime you reach for a ball, you're
landed a bit awkward on that one. Just didn't look right.
When you start reaching, Nick, the injuries happen.
Rodriguez to Harris with a drive, and Kingston makes the save. 22 seconds left on this 4v4. Harris goes off and Sosa comes on. Rodriguez into Jason. Jason tripped up in the midfield. Ian Bennett with a foul.
Foul number 26, Ian Bennett is second.
Now 5 seconds left on the penalty. Leo Gibson's got it for the Comets. Into the middle to Rodriguez. Down the corner to Sosa through the hole. They 5-hole Feaster again, and the Comets are back out on top 12-7.
Wow, there's more visitors at the Gateway Arch than the 5-hole today.
Timeout on the field. 6:28 left to play in the third. Comets with the score. John Sosa, his first goal of the season. You're watching the MISL.
Comets short-handed goal! Goes number 19, John Sosa! With the assist, number 32, Lucas Rodriguez. Time of the short-handed goal, 8:32. Number 19, Sosa for number 32, Rodriguez. Short-handed at 8:32. Timeout on the floor. Comets fans, make sure you head on over to Buffalo Wild Wings of Independence for the official Comets postgame party, located just across I-70 from the IEC off of East Jackson Drive. Please join us after the game for the Comets postgame party at Buffalo Wild Wings. Also, Comets fans, let us know what you
Beat the Wave. We'll read some of your tweets following the third quarter, and the best one will win a prize courtesy of Matt Ford.
Some nice ball movement by the Comets, Nick, there for that goal. Very crisp passing. Rodriguez took his left foot, acted like he was going to shoot, sliced it to the back post, and very nice tuck away there.
Visit shockingprices.net for directions.
6:28 left to play in the game. Make that third quarter. 13-7. Comets on top. Now the Comets are a man down with 8 seconds left. Asadpour will be coming out of the box here in just a second. Harris has got it. Gets it over the far post. Jason off the boards and Feenstra able to knock it free. Meanwhile, Asadpour back into the game and both teams are at even strength. 6 minutes to play in the third. Here's Harris off the far post. and bangs it in for a Comets goal.
Brian Harris looks very sharp, very crisp, and he takes one off the boards there and then held up, being patient, and just rocketed it to the back post. Was that the driver, Nick, or the 3-wood? Because he hit a cannon.
Oh, here's the replay.
Here he is along the ball and decides that he's going to take it. Milwaukee dives in, he sets it up and just fires it home.
Oh. He made it look easy, didn't he?
How many times last year did he ignite the crowd, ignite the team? When the team was down, it seemed like we'd call his name on the broadcast. And that's another one there. You know, now it's 15-7.
Brian is a ferocious defender, but let's not forget his offensive capabilities. Just because he plays in the back doesn't eliminate him as an offensive threat. 5 3-pointers a season ago for the Comets.
You know, this early on, Nick, usually you see a little rust, and, you know, they just look very crisp. Like I said before, they've been working out with Scott Moody and his staff over there at the Athlete Fit, and they look very, very sharp. Final score. How many points do you think the Comets score this game?
I'm going to say 21. Here's Andrews. Oh, that one just wide.
I'm going to go 2-3. 2-3 for a cold Pepsi at the end of the game.
You're on. Still have a long way to go, and I don't know if we should be doing this. Our friends in the Milwaukee area are throwing stuff at their TV right now.
We love the Milwaukee fans, but
we do.
We love our fans more.
5 minutes to play in the third. Comets lead 15-7. It's their largest lead of the game, 8 points. Here's Gibson. Ahead, a shot. Oh, it almost went in. Almost. A highlight goal there. Brian Harris involved once again. That was something else. Look at this again, folks.
He gets on the break, Leo, little chip, and just over the extended arm, just a little wide.
Here come the Wave. Milwaukee's celebrating its 30th year in professional indoor soccer. 6 championships for this great franchise. Of course, the Comets and that iconic name in the MISL have been around nearly as long. And the Comets haven't won a championship since your team did it in 1997. Oh, somebody's going off. Pablo da Silva is going to take a rest. And Pablo, he better go to the penalty box, or Rich Grady is going to ring him up again. Pablo da Silva out for the next 5 minutes for misconduct. Both teams will remain at even strength.
I don't think he was inviting Rich Grady over for Thanksgiving dinner, do you?
He said the right words there.
And maybe Gobble Gobble was included in that, but maybe not.
It's quite a bit of different context there, don't you think?
A little pun on words. Thank goodness for YouTube.
Here's Waltman. He gets it up to Gibson. Leo down to the corner to Asenpour. Vahid. Vahid is such a complete player, consistent player. Now Sosa. Across the line to Gibson. Gibson banged to the ground and a foul called on Milwaukee.
The referees have been consistent. Anybody that hits the ground, they get the call.
Milwaukee foul on number 18, Carlos Munoz, is second.
Carlos Munoz.
A good friend of ours and a special friend of mine and a neighbor, Dan Daly's birthday today. So we wish Double D a happy birthday and many more.
Happy birthday, Dan Daly. We'll see you out here at a game soon. Well, Waltman's come out and got it across the line over to Megson. Now to Gibson. Kind of gets away from Gibson, and look at Megson going in hard. Foul called on Megson. Well, you know, Alex is talking to the referee right there saying, I didn't touch anybody. But that was an aggressive slide towards the player 2 feet forward there.
Very aggressive, but I love his pace. And he was very eager to get there and aggressive. So I love the play myself.
Comets are playing the ball very quickly. They're not holding it very long. Oh, what a pretty goal by Milwaukee. Luan Olivero to Giuliano Oliviero. And the Wave are back within 6. It's now 15-9.
What a great goal there by Milwaukee. One thing about Milwaukee, Nick, they'll never quit. They're very methodical. They'll play. They had highly skilled players and veterans, and you could see the 2 veterans hooking up. Look at this. A little chip to the back post, a little sliver of space, and Danny had no chance on that. A little diving header.
Pretty goal. That shows the creativity and skill of Oliveira, who is in his 2nd year with the Wave. Giuliano Oliviero, he has been around a while. He knows his way around the game, that's for sure. I think Giuliano, oh, there's a 2-minute card coming up. Who's going away?
Time of penalties will be 12:32 in the 3rd quarter.
They're saying elbowing.
Marcelo Fontana is pleading his case with referee Ryan Sigage.
Nick, I got a question for you. We've called a lot of games up here. I've played a lot of games. When's the last time the referees ever changed a call? What I'm saying
all of
is
the games I have done, never. And have they ever changed any?
What I'm saying, there's more energy expended on the argument side instead of, and it's part of the game. I understand that, but they have to don't lose your focus. Keep your concentration. You got to win the game here. Don't get off track. And I see so much arguing here. It just.
The Comets, is that Ramon Palmer going off for the Comets for elbowing?
There was 2 cards.
They're still sorting it out. I think Ramon Palmer is being sent off. That's 1. And then another. Matching penalties again.
At 12:32 in the 3rd quarter.
So another 4v4 situation.
Judson McKinney, 2 minutes for boarding. Comets penalty number 5, Ramon Palmer, 2 minutes for striking. Both penalties at 12:32. Will play 4 side for the next 2 minutes. Any goal scored will not release anyone from the penalty box.
When we talked to the referees before the game, home opener, excitement, you know what? They're like, they live for this. They love this, Nick. And I'll have to say, I think they've done a good job.
Oh, for sure. We spent some time on a conference call with Brian Sigage, who you see there in your picture right now. He's the director of officials. He gives us an idea about what the referees are going to be looking for, go over some of the nuance changes that happened during the league. And, you know, the one thing that he stressed to us right from the very beginning is we want to get the call right. And there's been a big emphasis placed on communication with his other referee on the field. He and Rich Grady are constantly making eye contact and talking, doing their best. If they're closer to the play and they know it better, they have the ability to overrule somebody else.
And also, I think the 3rd and 4th official, they'll look at the 3rd official for, if they can't make a decision, they'll look to him too, because sometimes in the flow of the play, he's standing and watching, and they're running around. And this is a fast-paced action game, and there's a lot of stuff off the ball. So the guy in the 3rd official's looking for stuff off the ball, the elbows, the grabbing. If they don't see it, then they could, that's when when there's a meeting around the area, it's not good.
A live look at the crowd here at the Independence Event Center. Tonight, the largest in Independence Event Center history. 5,893 packed in here tonight to see the Comets home opener against the Wave.
Just think if Wendy and Gus would have came, it would have been 58-95. Not to make Wendy and Gus feel bad, but hey.
We're going to get them out here. 5,893 strong here at Independence Event Center. Thank you, Comets fans, for making the home opener a great night for everybody. 2:19 left to play in the third.
They're getting their money's worth, Nick. This is exciting end-to-end action, and it's nice to see the Comets kick off their season.
Comets and Wave playing a 4v4. Victor Quiros leaves it back. Liete with a drive, shot and a goal. And Milwaukee is within 4.
Liete took the ball, just very, very intelligent player. Look at this ball. He gives it down in the corner and then holds his run and just rifles it up in the corner.
Woo, past the near side and a diving Danny Waltman.
Look at it again, Nick. He comes down, he gets the ball, holds his run, makes a little nice diagonal run, and then hits it. And he hit it well, too.
Oh, Quiros, the assist.
You can mention Liete's name in the best, one of the best players in the league, two-way player. Very skilled, intelligent, making the right runs. It's nice to watch him play. Here we go again, Milwaukee climbing back into it, 15-11.
Unbelievable. You knew they wouldn't go away. Liete, his first goal of the night to go along with a pair of assists. Comets lead by 4. Still 4v4 out there, even though the goal scored. Have a minute 22 left on the matching penalties. Fabinho steps on it, loses his balance for a moment. Now to Bennett. Bennett back to Fabinho. Fabinho's got space. Back to Bennett. A drive. A shot and a goal. Milwaukee is within 2.
And you see what's going on here, Nick. On the counterattack, Milwaukee's beat Kansas City down the field twice here. Look at this. Sets it up. Nice little pass behind, and Bennett rifles for his second of the evening.
Of the third quarter. Bill's number 26, Ian Bennett, his second of the night, with the assist number 8, Rubinho Fabero.
Maybe I should have never took the high score of Kansas City. The karma came back to bite. The Milwaukee fans are saying, I told you so.
Come on, Comets fans, ready to pick it up?
15-13.
One thing about our comments here, Nick, we'll make a friend someplace.
All right, another 55 seconds left on the penalty. Still 4v4 out there. Milwaukee has scored 3 straight goals. Oliveira, make that Oliviero, Liete, and Bennett. Comets now with possession. Cody Andrews over to Sosa. Sosa's drive is blocked. Back to Andrews.
1 minute left, third quarter, 1 minute.
Cody near side Sosa. 22 seconds left on the 4v4. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. All Milwaukee here in the third.
The 4v4 has been very favorable to Milwaukee.
On number 7, Luan Oliveira is first.
Luan Oliveira, his first. All right, both players back on the field. We're even strength, 25 seconds left to play. Here's Asapur. Over to Palmer. Bounces into Feenstra. Feenstra waves everybody down.
It's always interesting after you get 2 2-minute penalties and they both come out together and the ball always goes to them.
That could be some of the most dangerous time is when some people come back on, when they come back on after a penalty. I always see a lot of goals scored or a lot of either mistakes happen during that time.
And that's something that our teams always practice, because when they're coming off, everybody, you got to keep an eye on them, and the bench. Somebody would always watch the penalty box. Hey, they're coming off in 10, so you keep your balance, because a lot of times you get caught up in the game, and you don't have balance, and they come out on the counterattack. You see a lot of breakaways that happen.
All right, let's take a break. Comets hanging on barely, 15-13 over the Wave. Fourth and final frame coming up next. You're watching the MISL.
Saying on Twitter, Josh in Romanican says that MISL Comets providing surf lessons, ready to hashtag beat the wave.
Anaconda.
Thanks, Josh. What else we have? Gabrielle Patino and Gabby Patino and Comets Game Day, hashtag beat the wave.
Because he's a boss. Kirsten Allen at K House 173, wave bye-bye. Go Comets, hashtag beat the wave. Don Lewis, Don Dan Lou, wipe out the wave, hashtag beat the wave. Robbie Shepard at R Shepard 19 says, oh, how I love Calvin and his shenanigans. Calvin's got an insider. And here's our winner at D and Tim on that annoying kid screaming at the Comets game. Go Comets, hashtag beat the wave. You're the winner. Calvin and a couple of the Galaxy girls are making a special delivery right now to one lucky Comets fan, courtesy of Renewal by Anderson. Congratulations to Marie Forrester, who's with the Heartland Champions, Brookside Girls Under 10 Brookside Girls Soccer Club. She's over in section 103, row R, seat 7. She signed up at the Renewal by Anderson table to win an autographed Comet soccer ball. Way to go, Marie. All right, Hector's Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of the Comets. For all of your vehicle repair needs, please visit Hector's Auto Repair at 2603 East 9th Street in Kansas City, or call 816-218-9205 for more information. And there he is, doing the salsa down there in section 120.
Into the club tonight. But it's gonna be alright. Cause me and my clique, we don't give a fuck. Trick Daddy. Got it, if you know that you can get it, let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you know that you can get it, let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want some, come get some. Where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody.
And we're back live inside Independence Event Center for the fourth quarter, coming up here live in Independence, Missouri. Alongside Jim Schwab, I'm Nick Vassos. Missouri Comets lead the Milwaukee Wave 15-13 in the home opener and the kickoff to the MISL season here in 2013 and 14. Glad to have you along, watching on our new broadcast channel, YouTube. Subscribe to all teams or the MISL channel on YouTube, and you can watch all the MISL games this season.
Nick, it's nice to see Hector. Hector had an injury, and it's nice to see him not only sponsoring the Comets, but we do some business together, and he's just a big fan of soccer, big fan of the sporting, and it's nice to see him in good health. He had a bad car accident, and he's up there cheering, so it's nice to see him.
He's part of the Cauldron for Sporting and really roots on the fans, and he's giving it his all as usual here tonight. So Hector, welcome back. Great to see you. Well, the Comets surrendered 3 straight goals to the Wave. And there's one of the newest Comets players, loses it, and the game is tied. Andre Braithwaite lost it in the last third. Milwaukee snatches it away and buries it in, and we're tied at 15.
It's a vicious game. I thought he's played a good game so far, and he just made a little mistake there and coughed up the ball and caused the goal there. But
Pereira the assist, Fontana the goal. Correction, Pereira the goal, Fontana the assist.
Misconduct to Pablo de Silva has now expired.
15 all. Both teams at even strength. Banks, one of the new players. Comets get it in deep for a change. They haven't really been out in front of the Wave goal in a while.
Comets fans, let's make some noise. We're tied at 15.
Brand new game.
with Banks from Milwaukee, I played with his father, Jimmy Banks. What an unbelievable class act. It's fun to see his son do quite well, and Jimmy Banks was one of the class acts in the league back in the day.
Ossenpour with a drive. Comets trying to get the rebound. Pablo comes up with it. Plays it back to Fabinho to the center circle. And Rodriguez will play it back to Waldman. Ossenpour goes off. Jason comes on.
Jimmy Banks also played here, came in Kansas City and played briefly here, but very talented player back in the day as well. So I wish Jimmy and his family all the best, and I think they still live in Milwaukee.
Might be watching tonight.
A little bit of momentum change, huh, Nick?
Yeah, I'll say the Wave have scored 4 straight goals here to tie the game at 15. The Comets led 15-7 at one point.
And it just looked like all the momentum, all the mojo, whatever you want to call it, was heading towards Kansas City. Nothing was going wrong, and all of a sudden 4-on-4 penalties, and then all of a sudden Milwaukee's, here we are.
Free kick Comets at the top of the arc.
Comets with a good opportunity here, going to get a free kick at the top of the arc. Ossenpour comes back on. Jason is on. Sosa is there. Here's Sosa. Over to Ossenpour. Hits it first time, and the Comets retake the lead. That'll help.
What a beautiful set piece. I don't think an architect could draw it up a little better.
Sosa, his second assist of the game to go along with his goal. Ossenpour, his second goal. Here it is.
Watch Sosa, a little fake here, and he goes down in the corner, and Fahid just tucks it in.
Perfect.
Comets restart goal. Goes number 7, Fahid Ossenpour. With the assist, number 19, John Sosa. Top of the goal, 2:26. Number 7, Ossenpour.
They responded. They got knocked down, and you know what? Momentum was on Milwaukee's side, and they responded very well.
Here's Jason with a steal. Over to Palmer. A shot and a goal! Jason and Palmer hook up. And the Comets strike quick and often.
Look at the replay here, Nick. Here, great interception by cuts it off, tucks it into Palmer, and very unselfishly, most people would shoot. He cuts it back, and it's a tap in by Jason. Good defense by Jason. Intercepted the pass, took it on transition, and Palmer, I don't even know how he found him. He cut this ball straight back. The keeper thought he was shooting, and Jason tucks it in.
Wow. Jason, his first goal tonight.
Simply irresistible, Mr. Palmer.
Comets a 19-15 lead. And Braithwaite goes down in a pile, and a foul called on Milwaukee.
Milwaukee foul is on number 14.
Nick, it's nice to see him come back with confidence, pulling a move, getting a foul after the mistake earlier. So that's good. You know what? He gets his confidence, and the coaches are talking to him too. This is key for a young player to get more experience.
Walls across the line to Quiros. Luan Oliveira double teamed on the far boards. Comets trying to win it away. Some help from Milwaukee teammates. They're able to play it back to Feenstra. Marcel forward to Walls. Now a pass right up Main Street to Banks. Correction, Everton. Everton into the corner with Harris of the Comets. Who's going to come up with it? A whistle and a foul. It's called on Harris, I believe. And Brian Harris and Everton are having a few words. Wouldn't you love to have a microphone down there?
Leave it up to YouTube, they might.
Comets foul on the break line, even though it is first.
11:42 left to play. 19-15 Comets in the home opener. Walls to be behind the ball. To Liete. Mauricio Liete down to the corner, fires a shot to Banks. Could not put it on target. Gibson is there, splits two defenders. Forward looking for Perez. Feenstra off the line. Perez gets it back, fires it in there. And Quiros blocks it out of bounds.
Not only Perez receives the ball, great pass by Leo coming out on transition, and he tried a little chili dip him. He tried to go over the top, and he headed it away. Very skillful play by Brian Perez.
Harris, Hassanpour. Everton blocks it. Everton, who's been sort of quiet. I don't want to say that because you don't want to awaken him too early. Now a pass up to Walls. Making a run, save! Made by Waltman. Gibson on the counter. Here come the Comets. Here's Sosa. Sosa!
Nick Vassos right now, the save of the game, and he should get the assist because that is unbelievable goalkeeping, and then it came back on the break because otherwise the restart would have been at half line for the restart off the goal. Unbelievable save by Danny Waltman.
Oh, they didn't pick it up, but Sosa.
And that's called the old heel, and he dealt them. Don't slip here. Whoa. Oh my God. Don't slip on the ice, my friend. He pulled the old,
Sosa, 2 goals and 2 assists on the night tonight. Comets lead 21-15.
What was those things called, Nick, when we were kids? Teeter-totter, teeter-totter. It's going back and forth, back and forth.
Tippy-tappy, tippy-tappy.
Tippy. I really like the role Megson's played. You know what? He's been involved. He hasn't played a lot of shift, but when he plays, we always mention his name.
Number 77, Alex Megson is first. Third,
Foul called on the Comets.
That's a good good tackle by Jason.
Comets with 21 points on the board tonight.
My prediction will come true.
Long drive over the glass. And it made contact with the Comets. It'll stay with Milwaukee.
Please make sure you pick up a box of your favorite Hostess
Leo
snacks.
Gibson back into the game.
Twinkies, Zingers, or cupcakes, and they're all
He's had a good night tonight too, Nick. I mean, you could say star of the game. You get 4 or 5 people in there.
Hassanpour, Sosa.
I go back to the save Danny Waltman saved on the breakaway. Not only saves it, comes down clean, and it causes us to score a goal 10 seconds later. That's the stuff that makes and breaks a team right there.
Oliveira, drive, and that one off the facade behind the
Comets
goal.
fans, make sure you head on over to Buffalo Wild Wings
Comets
and
have a goal
Independence
kick
Day
with
some Comets
10:23 left to
baseball.
play in the
Join
game,
Comets players
leading
and coaches and immediately
21-15.
following each and every home game for the best beer, wings, and sports
Waldman
everywhere.
throws it long.
Wild Wings located just across I-70 from the IDC.
Now a battle for it on the near boards. Fontana pressured by Jason. Comets trying to win the ball back, and a penalty is going to go against Lucas Rodriguez, and this is going to give the Wave an opportunity again on the power play.
You know, Lucas is trying to pinch in there, but that's the discipline that you cannot go in all there. There's no way if he doesn't win it, keeps him there. But look at this. There's no choice. The blue card comes out as soon as he comes to the tackle. That's, you know, 21-15. We've said it before when it was 15-11, and it just gives them a little fire to come back. That's the little things that they'll have to hash out in their meetings coming up next week.
So
and Lucas is an experienced player, Nick. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No.
That's the kind of stuff as a former coach and player, it kind of bothers you. You work so hard, and all of a sudden you let them back in.
Now under 10 minutes to play. And the Comets a man down. The team out there includes Stokic, Harris, Andrews, and Asenpour. Power play team for the Wave. It's Oliveira, Liete, Pereira, Bennett, and on the ball there was Fabinho. Here's Luan Oliveira.
When you mention
Munoz.
shorthanded, what name comes to your mind, Mr. Vessels?
Gibson.
Or Andrews?
Or Andrews. Oh, shorthanded from last year against Milwaukee.
Just testing your memory there, big fella.
Don't do that.
I know.
Liete. Right side.
Look out upstairs in 110.
That's
Up
the
and
only
over
thing he
back.
missed tonight. Nick, it looks like you're doing quite well at Fox 4, enjoying it. I know everybody I talk to, that we're friends, and they watch you, and it seems like you're really enjoying it. That's like a family down there. It's nice to watch you. I'm glad you're having great success with Fox 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. I can't believe it's been 11 years.
Has it been?
Gone by so fast.
11 years and you
Seems
still
like-
look that good.
It seems like yesterday.
It
Back
does.
in 1996 when I was making my first road trip to Edmonton with you guys. I learned a lot that year.
So did I.
That was your first year as player coach after spending so many seasons with the Comets and Attack.
Was that one of the best mascots in the league, though, when they came down? And I get the biggest kick out of that. Ball hog comes from the ceiling in Edmonton.
Comets foul number 7 by
And the
Hugh
fans there were
Dawson.
rabid.
They
Played
were.
at Skyreach, put in 12, 15 a night. It was loud.
It was loud.
8:41 left to play here, live in Independence, Missouri.
It was always nice to come out of Canada with a victory, eh?
Hey. 21-15, Comets on top, and a timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching the MISL.
Sales in Eastern Independence and Bonner Springs Ford.
Automotive partners of the Comets. For the right Ford at the right price, visit either Matt Ford Sales or Bonner Springs Ford. Chick-fil-A at Independence Center is proud to sponsor Comets soccer. Chick-fil-A, we didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Citizens Bank and Trust is the official bank of the Comets. Citizens Bank and Trust is also partnered with the Comets for the Citizen Saves campaign. Whenever a Comets goalkeeper makes a save or a defender makes a block this season, Citizens will donate $5 to charity. This also counts as the media timeout for the fourth quarter.
Sounds like our relatives are tweeting out there, huh, Greek? Tweet, tweet. Big restart coming up here from Milwaukee.
Tell my wife to keep tweeting, keep tweeting.
Keep tweeting, baby. That's why she doesn't come to the game. She having bunko party and she's tweeting or what? Don't treat and drive, Wendy, Miss Whitty.
How can she tweet and shop at the same time?
That's, you know what, I tell you what, she's a class act.
Oh,
and
man.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go. Bennett with a drive. Holtman makes the save. I tell you, those women are something else. My wife's something else. They can multitask.
Is that the word for that?
Up front, Waltman somehow. He's got blinders on.
Not only saves Milwaukee's shot, Cody Andrews' shot too. Hey, if you're going to be that good, Danny, save this. Wow. I wonder if that's a save coming off our own player. We'll have to ask Mr. Jeff here in the booth.
We'll ask Jeff Houston. He's a man with the answers.
He's a lot less expensive than 1411 too. If you ask him, he delivers.
He's on it right now.
Yes, he is.
There's Luan, runs right into the wall of Gibson. Leo, and the Comets back the other way. Asadpour. Back to Leo. Leo triple team. Pereira comes out with it for the Wave. Milwaukee across the line. Pereira to the left. Now puts on the brakes, backs it up to Pablo. Pablo left side to Banks, now back to Pablo. Pablo drags it in, fires the shot. Still loose in the right wing corner, whistle, and a foul. Foul called against Everton. That's a handball. Brian Harris, Jason. The newcomer, Andre Braithwaite, Lucas Rodriguez, and Ramon Palmer on the field for the Comets, with Danny Waltman in goal. Whistle and a foul called against Milwaukee.
Nick Palmer from Park University's really improved and matured as a player from a year ago. He's been on. He's, you know, last year he would take some silly fouls and give up the ball. He's held the ball. He's distributed the ball. He's had an unbelievable assist. He's really matured. He's a big part of the Comets.
Here's Jason deep in Wave territory. Now loose. Gibson in the area. Jason turns and fires. Perez back to Jason. Tries for the far post, and Feenstra made a good save there. Now Braithwaite on the volley. He gets it back. Whoa, he's got a big foot there.
Wow.
The rebound controlled by the Comets.
That put a little dent in the boards at the Independence Center.
That's a heavy ball, folks.
That is. Yeah, I couldn't even see it in the booth. I had to clear my glasses off. The big man is very, very, gosh.
Large, very large. Who we got there in the corner?
Leo.
Oh, that's Gibson. Sosa. Now both of them there, along with a trio of white Wave jerseys. And Pereira, Fabinho, over to Pablo. Pablo looks up, fires it to the half line. Sosa steps in front and wins it for the Comets. Now to Perez. Oh, Perez's pass picked off by Pereira of the Wave. Pereira forward to Liete. Liete, an impossible angle. And across the goal mouth and played away by the Comets. Comets lead by 6, 5.5 to play in the game. A home opener here at Independence Event Center. Here's the Wave walking it in. And the Comets turning it away once again. Here comes the counter. Here's Jason to open space. Jason with a save made by Feenstra. Jason goes off.
Keep making that noise, everybody. We need you. Let's go.
And the Wave continue to press forward. Banks.
It looks like they might call a timeout here. Maybe get the 6th attacker on.
Timeout Milwaukee. Timeout Milwaukee, 5:01 left to play in the game. 6th attacker likely to come on for the Wave. Comets 21, Milwaukee 15. You're watching the MISL.
Norway, no, you didn't get my flowers. No way to say it better, but the killer was a coward. Face just showered, a minute in the hour. Heard about the news whole day.
The Comets make their first visit to St. Louis next weekend, but they'll return here to the Independence Event Center on Friday, December 13th for round 2 with the Milwaukee Wave. Make sure you pick up your season tickets so you don't miss any of the action. Stop by the Comets information booth on the field during the autograph session or call 855 for KC Goal on Monday morning. Friday, December 13th, it's unlucky for the Wave. Fan cam is up on Comets Vision. Let's go!
Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. 성숙해 보이지만 볼 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가볍지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선호
Now on is the sixth attacker from Milwaukee, number 23, Victor Kuros.
I've never been disappointed in you a couple times in Edmonton, but
It wasn't in the script tonight. It wasn't in the script.
Oh my goodness.
Disappointed?
Oh, I am. Shelly comes to the game just to watch Gangnam Style.
Under 5 to play and the 6th attacker out there. Yeah, Jimmy.
6th attacker. I mean, Milwaukee Coach Tozier always rehearses this. I mean, they practice this a lot. This is a key part of it. The key is for the Comets, keep your discipline, keep your composure, and you know what? You got to be compact on defense and don't take chances here.
Here's Ian Bennett. Now Liete. Victor Kuros is the 6th attacker. Liete down to Bennett in the corner. Mauricio Liete, Victor Kuros. Left side, Oliveira. Now Liete. Liete with a drive, save! Rebound, bicycle, just wide by Pereira.
Pereira moves quite well for a big man.
No
I mean,
doubt.
he had a bike. He's been pulling a lot of great moves.
And good touch on the ball.
Great touch.
Big target, number 14, Nick Pereira. Under 4 to play. There's Pereira. Liete, right wing. Liete, quick move to his right. Through the box. Gibson trying to clear it, and it sails out of bounds. They're going to give it back to Milwaukee with 3:33 left to play in the game. Comets lead 21-15. Into the middle, Oliviero was there, got a touch on it. Now Everton with a drive, save Waltman.
Let's get behind that defense.
Liete, Kuros, left side Oliveira. Everton, save again. Waltman snared it out of the air. He got super glue on those gloves.
And he was looking to throw it in, Nick. Do you see his eyes light up?
Yeah, I did. Liete drives it into the middle, and there it is, the 6th attacker goal by Milwaukee. They jam one home, and they climb within 4. Still a lot of time left. Feenstra back on. Can the Comets hold on? That snaps the Comets' 3-goal streak.
Milwaukee going 12:05 in the fourth quarter. His unassisted 6th attacker goal, number 18, Carlos.
Nick, he struck this well, left foot a strike, and Danny Waltman got a paw on it, but wasn't enough to keep it out of the goal.
Now back in goal, number 1,
Carlos Munoz gets his first goal of the season. Meanwhile, Brian Harris back the other way. Broken up by the Wave, poked back in there by Cody Andrews of the Comets. Right into Feenstra. Marcel leaves it for Fontana. Marcel goes off, and Quiros back on. Sixth attacker back on. Comets lead by 4. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left. Can the Comets hold on to beat the Wave? Here's Pereira to Liete. It goes in! Another sixth attacker goal for the Wave. It's now 21-19. Ian Bennett with the goal. And the crowd is stunned.
Coach Flacco called a timeout to regroup here and reorganize. At the beginning, they keep their ball around the perimeter. Now they're starting to break down the perimeter, getting it inside. Once it gets inside, it's trouble, Nick, because everybody collapses, and then you have runners all around. And Milwaukee is very good at this. They penetrate. Bennett is at the back post. Here it is. I mean, he's not going to miss that opportunity. That ball goes you out on the sixth attacker defensively. You want to keep it around the perimeter. You cannot let them penetrate. Once it penetrates, then everybody's watching the ball, and it gets dangerous with the runners. And 2 goals here in less than a minute. It's trouble for Kansas City. They have to regroup. They're still up 21-19 with 2:10 to go.
What a game we've had here this evening. Comets' largest lead has been 8 at 15-7, and then Milwaukee goes on a 4-goal streak to tie the game at 15. The Comets answer with 3 straight of their own to go back on top 21-15, and now 2 sixth attacker goals, and it's now a 2-point game again with 2:10 left.
Teeter totter.
Tippy-toppy.
It is, let's. Kansas City comes out with Harris, Cody, Vahid, Leo, and Stefan. It's going to be interesting here down the stretch.
Milwaukee counters with Pereira, Pablo, Bennett, Luan Oliveira, and Judson McKinney. Here is Gibson. 2 defenders collapse on him, and Leo bangs it all the way back to Danny. Now the Comets have the lead, and Danny will play it long. Into the corner for Leo. Turned, and there's Pablo of the Wave. 137. Veenstra going off, and the sixth attacker comes on, and they score! The Wave have come back to tie it. It's 21-all. Amazing!
You look at the Comets bench, Knicks. I mean, they just look stunned. Look at this ball again.
Horrified.
Here again, they get the ball, and you will see it on the replay, Nick, but 21-21, 132 left. Milwaukee on the road. They got to be happy right now to get back in this. Look at this. They get in here. They're dribbling. They penetrate the pass down deep, beating the defenders, then they get behind. Danny Waltman has no chance about coming out.
Well, that's Ian Bennett's 4th goal on the night. 1 minute, 19 seconds left. Nothing has been decided. 21-all. Comets, 1:05 to play. Played along. Here's Rodriguez. Across the field, and it goes out of bounds. 58.9 left. Comets need something here. Final seconds here in the 4th, tied at 21. What a game.
If you notice this now, Nick, look who's playing in the back, Leo Gibson for the Comets.
Yep. There's Leo in the back to Waltman. Tried to play it to Sosa, and a little bit too strong. Goes back to Milwaukee. Now Quiros. 19 seconds left. Pablo. Forward it comes to Banks. Banks got a little bit of room. Walking it in. Shot off the post. Almost went in. And they called a handball on Milwaukee with 5.8 seconds left. Waltman throws it long for Jason. 1 second left and we are headed to overtime. Overtime coming up. And Tozier is coming out smoking mad. He thought that might have been a goal. Just guessing that's what he's talking to the refs about. That was close there in the final seconds. Let's take a break. We're tied at 21, and we're headed for overtime. It's the home opener. The MISL season is just getting started, and we'll be right back.
First team to score the golden goal.
Enchilada. We need to score that goal. We'll need a lot of noise, Comets fans. Who's with us? Let's go. Hey, Comets fans, could you have asked for a better home opener? Let's hear ya! You won't want to miss the rematch on Friday, December 13th. You'll want to be here when these two teams square off again. It ought to be just as good. Make sure you pick up your tickets following tonight's game or by calling the Comets front office at 855 for KC Gold.
Shaking it like we at a strip club. Remember, only God could judge ya. Forget the haters, cause somebody loves ya. And everyone in line in the bathroom.
Hey, Comets fans, you're going to need to quench your thirst and grab some eats following this game. Don't forget to head on over to Buffalo Wild Wings across I-70 on East Jackson Drive, the new official home of Comets post-game parties.
We can do what we want to. It's our house, we can love who we want
to. Fasten your seatbelts, Mr. Vassos.
That's the voice of Jim Schwab. I'm Nick Vassos. We're headed to overtime here inside the Independence Event Center. We're tied at 21.
Nick, what we were saying about the perimeter defense on the 6 attacker, they penetrated not once, not twice, but 3 times to tie it. And that's just a lack of discipline, and they cannot let the ball go by. And
they just have to stop the ball. They got to stop the ball from advancing.
The short balls are great, but they cannot let it get down in the corner behind your defense. Once you do that, then the 2 back defenders are too high. They penetrate it, and it's trouble, and you can cause every 3 goals penetrated the defense.
Well, let's see if the Comets can dig deeper here. Salvage a victory here in the home opener. The Comets will, after they play this game, they'll go away from Independence Event Center for a while. They'll take on the St. Louis Ambush on the 23rd of November, and then again on the 29th, and then return home on Friday, December 13th to take on the Milwaukee Wave again. "15 minutes here in the overtime period. The first team that scores wins the game. Sudden death overtime. Near side Cody Andrews of the Comets. Up to Jason. Jason chases it into the corner.
followed by a trio of jerseys. Out front it is, still loose, and a foul, a whistle. What do we got? A foul called. It's going to go against Milwaukee. No. Nope.
Oh.
Veenstra's got it. Across the line it comes. Now controlled by the Comets. John Sosa, Brian Perez, Jason with the ball for the Comets. Tonight the Comets playing without Byron Alvarez. He'll join the team when they play next in St. Louis. Out in front, and Jason couldn't put a boot on it. Andre Braithwaite. There's Perez. And a late foul is called on the Comets. Perez guilty of the foul. Judson McKinney over to Pablo. Pablo down the far touchline into the corner. It goes to Everton. Everton away from the goal to the center circle to McKinney. Now Luan Oliveira. Oliveira down the right side, rolled around the boards, and Waltman is there. Danny Waltman surveys the defense and rolls it out to Braithwaite. Andre plays it long into the corner. Looking for Asadpour. Vahid. Well, almost came up with it. Still fighting for it. And the Wave able to rip it away from Vahid, but Gibson is there. Now out of bounds, and it goes to Milwaukee.
I don't think Leo liked the call. He didn't think it deflected off of him. You can see Jason getting a lot of minutes in overtime. He likes this stage.
Long, lanky Judson McKinney. On up to Giuliano Oliviero. Wall pass through the box. Picked up there by Megson. Megson back to Waltman. Waltman tried to clear it, held in by Liete. Now Banks comes over for the Wave. Into the area, Waltman's got it, rolls it out to Harris. Comets in blue. Play it along the near touchline forward to Gibson. Leo Gibson shields away the defender, now takes it deep, fires a shot, and that one just wide of the post. Cody Andrews battles for the rebound. Gets it back to Danny. Now over to Bryant. Here comes Harris. Edwards, Illinois native, just outside of St. Louis. Rolls it into the middle. The ball takes a couple of zigs and a zag, and Veenstra's got it. Marcel, distribution out to Pereira. Stokic able to funnel it back into Danny. Pops it up into the air. Ball bouncing on the carpet. Comets come up with it. Rodriguez forward to Jason. Here's Jason on the left side. Jason pokes it in there, gets it back, and Veenstra's got it. 11.5 to play in overtime. We're tied at 21. Long one into the middle, and Waltman catches it. Quick outlet to Perez. Here's Bryant, turns, fires for Leo. In the penalty area, marked very closely there by the Wave. Out of bounds it goes, and that'll be free kick for Milwaukee.
End-to-end action here, Nick. It is intense. The
Comets have tightened it up defensively, and offensively they've gotten some chances. Braithwaite with a header. Comes down to Milwaukee. Walls over to Oliveira. Oliveira into the target to Everton. Back to Oliveira. Watch this guy. Into the middle it comes. Asadpour goes down. And Sosa calmly clears it away.
Everton on his back there. Tried a little flip. Very nice piece of skill there. Oliveira too. He is very dangerous. Try to cut one to the back post.
Fontana. Mauricio Liete. Oh, Sosa dives in. Liete's got space. Try to cross it to Everton. Broken up by the Comets, and Liete with a foul.
On number 77, Mauricio Liete is first.
Comets with a free kick. Here's Asadpour. Over to Perez.
In the right wing corner, Perez chases it down, but Feenstra's there. Marcelo Fontana will go off, and Banks will come on for him. Played long to open space. Here comes the Wave, a shot. Oh, he missed it near side Oliviero.
Wow.
That could have been the game right there. Here comes Liete. He's bumped and a foul is called on the Comets. Now the crowd taking exception to the referee's call here. Quiros, right side Pablo. Down to Banks. Accidental handball there on Banks of the Wave, and the Comets will have it. 21 all. Milwaukee has outshot the Comets 25-22. Cody Andrews with it. Across the line ahead to Palmer. Ramon Palmer deep into the corner, double team. Andrews holds it in for the Comets, front and center Harris. Right side Cody Andrews, the KC kid. Down to Palmer, bump from behind, no call, both teams play on. Cody Andrews, Wave killer, eventually now over to Megson. Megson still has it, centered, broken up by the Wave. Megson gets it back, looking for Palmer. And once again, Feenstra up with it.
You got to be careful here, Nick. All the changes have to be crisp. They have to be accurate. You cannot get caught off guard. And also to get caught off on transition, because Milwaukee's changing with 4 or 5, a turnover. It's trouble for Milwaukee. Kansas City got caught on transition, and Oliveira just hit the post, and that game could have been over.
Waldman plays it long. Cleared back towards the half line, all the way back to Danny. Brian Harris and Braithwaite are the defenders. Gibson's moved back up to a forward position. Lucas Rodriguez and Jason on the field for the Comets. Nicholas Pereira, Ian Bennett, Judson McKinney. Here comes Harris. By Oliveira. Foul called on Luan Oliveira. Oliveira is down.
Yeah, he's down, but that's a professional foul by Oliveira. He had to do that. He got an obstruction call. That's brave of him, though. That's like a freight train, and you're going to run out and get something off the track when Harris is coming down the line. And he probably got clipped or something by Harris going by.
Oliveira hasn't moved since going down. Here's the replay, Coach. See what happened here.
Well, he just gets caught up. He's obstructed, and Brian Harris came over the top, probably clipped him with an arm or something and got him hit. This gives Milwaukee time to reset, organize. Coach Tozier comes out, and he's still out. I mean, he's worried about the player, but he's doing more coaching than worrying about the player. You have to take your time. You have to take the experience. But right now, he's organizing everything. And you think Larry Sale's been around for long. As soon as he gets organized, he'll come up. You know that.
And here he comes. Now, Luan will have to leave the game, and he won't be able to come back in until the next guaranteed sub.
And he looks a little droggy, too.
Yeah, he does.
He probably got it. I mean, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of stepping in Brian Harris's way when I coming down the road.
Jason. And a save made by Feenstra. Comets with high pressure trying to win the ball back. Wave, pop it up. Jason trying to control it still. Comets able to wrestle it free. Jason gets it back, still moving. Good hustle there by Jason. Whoa! Feenstra had to climb the ladder to keep that one from going in top shelf. Now Fontana still motoring after all these years. Carlos Munoz back to Quiros. Quiros forward to Everton. Everton back to Victor. He and Asadpour meet. Quiros still wins it. Out of Walls, near side Fontana. Marcelo barking out instructions as the team captain. Down to the corner goes to Everton. Rodriguez steps in front. Braithwaite is there, and a foul called on the Comets with 7 minutes to play in the game.
We need to instruct Mr. Grady. There's no foul on being stronger. And I'm sorry I'm not supposed to be that with the league, but that's at this stage of the game.
Here's a replay again. Oh man, I don't know about that. I don't know. Timeout called.
You know what? They got a dangerous set piece here. I thought it was a good tackle myself, but what do I know up in here?
What a crazy game it's been tonight. Comets jump out to a 8-3 first quarter lead. Oliviero gets the only goal of the second to make it 8-5 as both teams head into halftime. And then in the third, the Comets jump out and extend their lead to 15-7. And then the Wave counter with a 4-goal run to make it 15 all at the beginning of the fourth. Then the Comets answer with 3 straight to extend back to a 21-15 lead. And then 3 consecutive sixth attacker goals by Milwaukee to tie the game at 21 with just a minute left to play. And then it's been a stalemate here in the overtime period so far.
Both teams have had chances. I would say the quality chances would have to go to Milwaukee on the breakaway. Interesting turn of events, though. And you can see the fans, Nick. It's you know what? We were up by 6, up by 8. They're like, hey, this is over. Part of the crowd left, and they got cheated.
No
because
question
it's been back and forth.
Gonna look at the score tomorrow and say, what happened? Off the boards, and Milwaukee comes in and snatches victory away from the Comets. The Waves, Ian Bennett, gives Milwaukee a 23-21 victory in the Comets home opener. A stinging defeat against the Milwaukee Wave. 5th goal of the night for Ian Bennett.
That was a nice set piece off the boards, Nick. You're going to see the replay here if they're going to show it. Watch this set piece off the boards.
And Bennett.
And then we had the runner stops and then takes off to the middle of the box, and that's been a set piece of Tozier's for a long, long time. And sometimes it comes off crisp, and it came off right to Bennett. And he had a good night tonight. He's probably my all-star he's got to be the start of the game for Milwaukee.
No question. No question. Final score, 23-21. Milwaukee comes all the way back. It's their first lead in the game, the only lead they would need. Milwaukee 1-0 on the season. The Comets 0-1. It's the first of 20 regular season games. This is not the most important game, but it can set the tone for the rest of the season, and we'll see how the Comets will bounce back when they head out on the road next to play an old rival back in the league, the St. Louis Ambush, on Saturday, November 23rd.
Next home game, guess who we see again?
The Milwaukee Wave. How about that? So it's been an entertaining night. The largest crowd in Independence Event Center history, 5,893. Saw a terrific professional game here tonight at the IEC. Too bad the Comets have to go home losers after all that. But a great game, and both teams expended a lot of energy. The Comets come up just a little bit short. Schwabe, great to work with you again. Awesome to see you. I'll see you back here on December 13th for the Milwaukee Wave game.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, your
And to
family,
you.
and all the Comets fans out there and friends and family all over the place. Happy Thanksgiving to Milwaukee and the league, all the league fans. So enjoy your family. Don't eat too much, and we'll see you back here on the 13th.
Perfect. That's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight in Independence, Missouri. Comets fall to 0-1. The Wave improved to 1-0. The final score, Milwaukee 23, Missouri Comets 21 in overtime. Thanks for watching the MISL.